Behave yourselves.
Or not.
I'm feeling hyper. I gotta go outside.
I feel you in the hyperness.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Paul can finally hit like.
And now I don't have anything to say.
Where's your friends?
I don't know.
Oh. Where's your friend? I don't know.
I don't know if I want to go shopping right now. Hey, what's your favorite breed of duck? Mine's the bufflehead.
I know there are breeds.
I don't have a favorite breed of duck. I think wood ducks are pretty cool looking.
I didn't know there were multiple ducks.
Yeah, I just thought it was a duck.
Oh, there's a lot of ducks.
I like
you got your mallard and wood duck. I think it's the only two I know.
Do wood ducks
Donald
like
duck?
eat wood?
The man.
Yeah,
It's
it's basically a beaver in duck form. No, it's not.
So what's a bufflehead?
They have a poofy white head. That's all I got.
I didn't know until this year there were different kinds of seagulls.
I mean, there's different kinds of pretty much everything we see. So
Yeah,
kind of
I
figure
guess
there's more than one kind of ant, more than one kind of like deer. If you see an animal, there's usually more versions than when you're looking at.
Yeah, those deer out in Colorado are way cuter than the ones we have here.
How dare you?
Those are mules.
Like I'm speaking up for Wisconsin. Like,
Yeah. Stick up for the whitetails.
The ones in Jersey are basically just used as roadkill, to be honest.
Their main purpose.
Yeah, that's their main function. So you have to slow down on the highway as you pass them.
Why didn't they use the crosswalk?
Bro, they consider it. They look at the crosswalk and then they look at the cars and then they look back at the crosswalk and then they walk directly into the car.
yeah, here comes one. Here's my chance.
Yeah. You guys ever see that news clip where that lady was like, "If I'm sick of deer crossing this highway, why don't we move the deer crossing sign down the road where it's slower?"
That is hilarious.
So
they know where to go. Come on.
But they should put it at a bridge.
Could you imagine the deer just sees the sign and is just like, oh shit, I gotta go over there to cross the street.
Damn it, I'm jaywalking.
Speaking of which, we saw a freaking moose yesterday.
Saw a moose.
Ooh.
Ow, my ear.
It was really exciting.
So
Big
how big was that moose?
Not as big.
7 feet to the underbelly. It was huge.
She's lying.
Did you just make that up, Rosie? Did you literally just make that up?
I think a 15-foot fucking moose.
It was so cool.
We also saw Bigfoot.
I went on the Gunflint Trail yesterday. It was very cool. I saw a fox too.
Oh, it's starting to spin.
Yo.
Is Alan here?
Live.
We're
Alan, what's up, man?
What's
Hey
up?
guys, welcome to
It's okay,
Gaijin
everybody.
Guys
I'm
podcast. We
back.
are, and
Nobody
Ryan's
cares.
back. Of course we care. Why would you say we don't care? I argue
care.
that you're the prettier one, you know.
Thanks, buddy.
I argue for you, you know. Like
Ryan
I think Champ is the prettier one. You know, everybody was saying the other one, but I was like, no, it's Mir all the way. He's got that
I don't know.
voice, you know.
According to a certain drummer, Alan's the pretty one.
Yes, that was crazy.
What drummer is
so,
that?
Yeah, I got Fetishizes back, guys. It was a
shit.
cool feeling.
About
you know?
time.
It's not just you.
It's not just
You
me
probably got
fetishizing
reciprocated.
over people. It got reciprocated. So awesome. It was really cool, guys. I'm not gonna mess it up. Trident.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up right away.
No, you're good. So yeah, so Trident put our video up and they said Trident's music video reaction video. There are a lot of them uploaded, so I watched them all. But these people are super cute.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh shit!
Frank blushed a little bit. You know, he got a little excited. I was excited too, of course.
Cool, man. That's cool.
No, but
How could you
anyways,
not be?
the really cool thing is that they are checking out reaction videos. So guys, keep doing them. I mean, that's really cool. I know Hanabier does the same thing. They'll send messages back and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And yeah. So anyways, might as well jump in the week. My name's Alan.
I'm
Alan.
Ryan.
Hey, Ron.
We still don't have a certain way to do this, do we?
Yeah, we don't.
I'm Wave,
There we go. We're trying to
Wave.
distinguish
and
voices
Rosie's not
now.
actually here today. She's just
She's in the background.
And I'm Rosie.
There you go.
Illegal contribution to the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Unauthorized.
You can just have my spot. I could fade in the back. I
And
was champ, but
That-
Rosie's
that's
definitely
champ. Ah, shut up, champ. You're in this thing. You don't have a choice.
All right, fine.
We love you, man. We appreciate your input and feedback on all these comments, dude. Anyways,
go ahead.
so going back to my week was kind of crazy. I went to go see The Warning and got some VIP tickets. Shout out to Texan Reacts. He helped get that for me. Bought them ahead of time so I could get at a good deal. And I fucked up the whole thing watching them because we had a sick ass spot and I decided to drink a half a gallon of water like Wave. And I had a piss. So I lost my sweet freaking spot. But I still got some badass footage, some badass recordings. So I am putting that
Cool.
together and I'll put out a documentary. Guys,
Bro, this is why you bring a empty water bottle with you, so you can just stick that down your pants and not go anywhere.
I consider doing that. I'm not going to lie to you. I had an
I've
empty
done it, man.
bottle.
I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. I've done that before.
I was considering
Is
it.
that where you store it?
Dude, where else you're gonna take a piss when you're at a
That's
concert?
back in
I'm
the day.
taking a piss in my pants in the water bottle. That's how it's happening.
I'm not gonna lie, I considered to do it. But anyways, the Warning fans were really cool, man. We had dinner with them, had some Texan barbecue, which was phenomenal. Texan Reacts also has done a lot of stuff for the Warning. And dude, the vocals are so amazing. Everything was amazing, like the freaking drum tones and everything. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I got a whole video I'm gonna talk about, but it was really fucking good. Like really, really good. And then Hero the band that opened up for them, I have to shout them out. They're from Georgia and they are amazing. They were really good. A very solid, awesome, amazing band from America, believe it or not.
Yeah. What kind of music?
Finally
I
found him.
don't it's like rock, a little bit of pop to it. All four of them sing beautiful harmonies, just like the Warning does. By the way, the Warning's harmonies were like they were impeccable. They were better than theirs.
Live, they stood up to what you hear on the records.
Better.
Ooh,
I would say better because
to
you
hear
could
it.
feel everything. It was so good. The way that she flicked the drum to get all the power, like I was amazed. I was like, oh, that's how she gets the power since she doesn't have the strength. She does like, you know, when you do the backwards roll with a bowling ball. She's doing that when she hit the toms and stuff. I'm just like, I didn't even think about that. Like if you don't have the power, just flick it and you get that like that velocity onto the hit. It was amazing.
That's pretty
It was really
common
cool.
to conserve energy. It's not about strength so much as like energy conservation.
Yeah, but you don't
know?
see a lot of drummers do that. You don't see them doing that flick. Even the band before them, they didn't do it at all. You know what I mean? So
Really?
yeah, like here the band, they were just hitting it straight through, right? And,
There's a lot of subtle wrist work that goes in the drums that, you know.
I guess she
easy
made
to
it more
miss.
apparent. She made it really apparent.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a
I mean, she
flamboyant.
goes like this.
she
She's
snaps
like,
it hard. Yeah.
Almost looks like she's trying to put more into it than
Yeah.
not.
But it's so
I
good
see
that
her
she
playing
does.
opposite of what you see. It's kind of funny.
bro, and the
Figures.
the drums were tuned perfectly with the music. Like it was top notch.
Oh yeah.
And it was really freaking cool. Even Hero of the Day was really freaking cool. You got to see like, you know, you had one guitarist doing this muddier tone, and the other one did a brighter tone, so they did the mix right, and it was
The mix?
phenomenal. Like the way, no, you could tell the band knew what they were doing. They're like, they had one muddy guitar tone, they had one bright guitar tone, they had a bass that was right up the center. You just landing those
Nice.
lead notes, and they were really making sure like you felt like the full experience was there. And it was so cool because you watch them play. You watch one band play where they had the full like everything, right? They had keyboards, they had drums, and it was phenomenal. And the Warning went on, and it's just three things. That's what I really respect. There's no rhythm track. That was what I thought was cool. They just had the bass riding. Like, they had the bass tone riding, and the drums were filling it up. There was no secondary track like you hear on the album. And I thought that was pretty damn cool, that they just kept it raw like that. And
That is cool.
still
It rarely
good.
happens nowadays that you get when the guitarist goes into the leads, it's just the bass playing in the background.
I like hearing that.
I do too. It sounds raw.
That's rare.
Everything was great. It really was. It was so good. I was just more pissed off that I lost my spot. I couldn't get. I had such a sweet spot. Then I went up to Alan, Texan Reacts. His name's Alan also. I'm like, hey man, you get any footage? He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, don't blame you. You're just enjoying the show. But that was my week,
Very
man.
cool. Sounds like fun though, man.
Yeah, that was my week. I'm working on those videos. I put up the Dreamcatcher. Shout out to Champ for recommending that. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm
Frank's
glad you
reaction
liked
was
it.
hilarious.
I was a little upset that Frank hated it, but it's okay.
You know what? The Dreamcatcher fans took them really well, and they offered more suggestions. Shout out to Dreamcatcher fans, because they could tell he was trying. He was trying. He was trying to enjoy it, but
nobody was mad at him. Nobody was like, "Oh my god, this guy, he's not even giving it a chance." He was giving it a chance.
That's cool.
And that's what made it funny. That's what made it funny, honestly, because he's just like, it was funny for me. Like, I heard the awesome things that were going on in the engineering and stuff, but anyways, I digress. But it was really cool trip. I really enjoyed them. I'm just more excited now than ever to see Nemophil in July and see band-maid and all that stuff, because I know I'm gonna love them so much more when I see them live. And the Warning was really fucking good though. That was like, they should do what Babe Metal does and have like live albums too, like, because that's pretty good. I don't know if my earphones just blocked out a lot of things, but I had like good ear plugs on too. But I don't think that matters. It sounded really good. Either way,
I think they totally would do the live albums, because like they talked about how they try to capture the same energy that they have live in the recording studio.
Yeah.
So I think they would totally do that.
They even show this, guys, when I was talking about probably not. Yeah, Wave, like what you said, I saw your video. I see what you mean, man. I really do. Danny is her vocals are, bro.
Dude, when she sings Choke, oh my god.
They were better live, dude. You could feel all the passion. You could really feel that she was in those lyrics, like inside the lyrics. I don't know how to explain it. She wasn't just singing them. She was in the lyrics, But anyways, I digress.
Do you really?
Yeah. I just had to mention that. It was fucking amazing. Go ahead, Ryan.
We gotta change our podcast to the group.
Sorry.
That was my week, all right? That's what I did this week.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the information, Alan. I wanted to know about the concert.
All right.
Yeah. My week, I was sick the end of last week. That's why I wasn't on the show with you guys. And by, I think, Monday, I was feeling pretty good. It's COVID. I had COVID. And I went back to work Thursday and Friday, and that pretty much kicked my ass. So I lazed about and got fully enveloped in Attack on Titan, catching up on that.
Ooh.
So,
Awesome.
I mean, I shot a couple of videos. I did go on Discord and live streamed a little bit and just played my guitar and sang for about 15 people on there who were watching me do like portions of songs I don't really know.
That's
It was fun though to just
know
play
those
and just
vibes.
have some
What do
fun.
they like? They like request you to do something, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll figure it out on the
Yeah,
spot.
they're like, oh, you got to know some House of Chains. I'm like, okay. So I'd look up some lyrics and then,
It's
So
so
yeah,
fun
it was
to do,
fun.
though,
Serenade
right?
them.
Yeah, I got a couple videos done, but nothing big. But need to get back in the groove here and do some
Hey, man, that's
stuff.
cool to hear that you're jamming, though. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, let me know next time you're singing to people.
Well, I was doing like a test run, and I think I realized what I need to do to make it work a little better, and I definitely do more of that. It's pretty fun. I'll let you know. I'll put the word out before next time.
Hell yeah,
But
baby.
the good news is you're feeling better, and that's good to
Yes.
hear, man. I'm glad you're doing good and nothing tragic happened or
Thank
anything
you.
like that.
Yeah, it was,
So that's really important.
Pretty mild, just aches and just felt like it's like a flu basically. So nothing lung wise. So it was cool.
It
So,
takes a
yeah.
while to get all the way back to 100%.
Yeah.
It's like a slow tick from 90 to 100.
Right.
What about you,
Cool.
Wave?
So that's me.
Unless you have more, Ryan. Sorry.
Man, I didn't know this was possible, but fell even deeper in love with band-maid this week.
Woo!
Doing some isolated track
Oh yeah, you had your little.
stuff. Yeah, so I checked out Dilemma and Manners, the isolated tracks, and holy crap. It's a whole new level of appreciation because Misa, for me, people were saying like this is all stuff Ryan noticed without isolating the tracks. But anyway, and Champ. But just hearing all the crazy stuff. Misa's like playing a bass solo under Konami's guitar solo in Manners. Never even realized that before. So it was cool to hear that isolation, and I'm really excited.
Dude, it's hard. It's hard sometimes to hear what Misa's doing all the time, just because there's so much going on in a lot of their songs, like with everybody playing different parts. But dude, she's always going ham.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
especially
it's
like
nice
during
when
a
you can-
Konami solo.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but she just does it anyway, and it doesn't clutter anything somehow. It's freaking insane.
Shut up with Konami speaking, unless you're Misa.
Yeah, right. They're respectfully having a conversation.
Yeah, well put. But otherwise, I think that's it. We're up north this week
Up north.
or weekend, scoping out a wedding venue that we're shooting a wedding for in a couple of weeks. So that's why I'm in a hotel room.
Cool. You're just in like a different place every time you show up nowadays.
Yeah.
Just traveling the world, my dude.
Yeah, Rosie has the travel bug. That's her thing. So
I don't blame her, man. It's so fun traveling.
I get like travel anxiety. So like anyway. I don't need to go.
tell us.
How was your week?
What is travel anxiety? Now I'm curious.
No, I'm with
When-
him on that
nervous
one.
When
about
I
everything
get it too.
freezes up and your body stops working correctly.
I don't know
Really?
if I've ever
Like,
gotten
what
it like that,
happens?
but
You freeze and
No.
do what?
like an anxiety attack.
No, like digestive issues.
Oh, I got you.
That's what I didn't want to say. This is what I get
I've
for
been there,
crying.
done that, my dude. I hear you. I'm the anti-traveler, man. I love my room. My room is beautiful. There's not anything in here, and including people, which I love.
I can't
about
stay
my
in one
room.
spot for like 5 seconds. You're crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, man, my week was pretty. I don't know. It was a pretty normal week, except for the fact that like I almost stopped having my YouTube channel, and then ultimately decided instead of quitting my YouTube channel to just start another YouTube channel. So, yeah, for anybody that hasn't seen that, I do have a new YouTube channel. It's called Champ Rock. It's where I'm gonna do all my rock stuff going forward.
go give
so
him a
I've
follow,
been kind of
guys.
spending.
Give them a follow, guys, and you'll have more context to the podcast. So I think if you're like following us, seeing how we're doing the reaction stuff, it'll make more sense.
Yeah, so I've spent the majority of the last few days just trying to set stuff up like that. But I did check out some stuff, including I checked out band-maid stuff, like a good amount of band-maid stuff this week. Actually, I listened to Awkward for the first time. I also listened to the band Maiko version of Awkward for the first time. I think it's called Akasimahen, as well as Freezer from like back in the day. Like one
Dude,
of the,
how awesome was that fucking song?
fucking banger.
Isn't
What
it?
the
That's
hell?
one of the,
What a
that's
banger.
like I think it's my favorite solo. The
And
rocking
then we-
solos, man.
Yeah, dude, it
That's
was
fucking
I was
crazy.
I was
From Band-Maid?
surprised, man, because
Yeah.
Band-Maid. It's called Freezer. It's like off one of the older albums, and
I
like
don't think
'cause
I've heard that
everyone's-
yet.
you know, whenever I go back to their older albums, I expect less, but I shouldn't. It's just it's
Yeah.
foolish on my own.
I actually
part, you know
enjoy
what I
some
mean?
of their older songs a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. I mean,
Yeah,
listen, we also watched a version of a live performance of that song, which was just absolutely terrible. Like the way that it was filmed and recorded and everything. But it was so nice to see like how far they've come as a band, because that was just it was the beginning. You know what I mean? I think it was
Yeah.
actually from the same show that we watched that birthday thing from, like on one of our first streams. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it was from the same show as that. So the quality was really shitty, but it was really fun to see them doing their thing like really young live, you know? So that was cool. And I also checked out Day of Maid, the concert, you know, one of the many times that they went live during the pandemic, where they did like all of the B-sides off of the Unseen World album. So it was like, like HGK and YYY and all those songs. So I didn't realize that was what the set list was going to be. So like when I got into it, I was like, holy shit, they're playing these songs. What? That's crazy.
Where was this?
I did this on my Patreon. I did Freezer on my stream, and Awkward is up on the new channel. So, yeah, if you guys want to find my stuff, you got to look all over the world. Sorry about that. Hey, and I appreciate everybody in the comments saying that he subbed. That's
and by
awesome.
the way, he has to do this, guys, because YouTube algorithm is a son of a bitch, and it wants you to be in a target niche, right? It has to be his target niche, and that's why I had to do that, because it was too conflicting with his audiences. So if you like that rock stuff, go subscribe to rock stuff. If you want to keep in touch with the Korean K-pop, right? It's on your other channel.
Exactly.
So.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks for that explanation, Alan. Yeah, and I won't go too into it or anything, but that's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to separate the genres, and like honestly, if you're not going to watch videos on like one channel, you don't have to sub to the other one. Don't bother, guys. Just sub to the channel you want to watch stuff with. That's why I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, but that's it. Yeah, that was my week.
I realized I forgot one huge thing.
Let's hear it, baby.
I listened to the entire Made in Japan album.
Oh yeah,
the first time over on my Patreon, and holy crap! Like you were just saying, I was shocked how good it was for their first album.
I just got my copy. It just looks white, but
I
just
nice.
got that so I can because I haven't listened to that whole thing. I think I've heard most of the songs, but I haven't like listened to it, from as it was laid out.
So something that's really cool about the older stuff is, I think it kind of gets overlooked, is we got to recognize, hey, they were good writers, the people that had writing for them.
Sure.
And band-maid executed it perfectly. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I play Thrill, I'm just like, that's a rockin' song. It's a really rockin' song, like when we did that cover. So I mean, that's really cool that they had good writers to help them ease into the path that they're in now, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They always talk about how much they learned. They were grateful for the writers and they learned from them, and they're always receptive to changes, suggestions. So it's been, when you're just learning about the band, it seems like people are always like they had writers, they didn't write their own music, but fuck, man, it's always like
still gotta play it.
The more you learn, the more it was a collective effort. Everybody's trying to help each other, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and those original writers totally helped shape their current sound. We owe part of band-maid to them, because you can hear so much. Like, it's completely different like vibes that it gives you. It serves a different purpose, like just great easy listening kind of stuff. But you can hear like little bits and pieces of stuff that bled into their more recent.
It seems like they were shown things that they wouldn't have thought about playing, and that kind of some of the heavier stuff. Because they picked out what they picked what they wanted to play from what was offered to them, as far as I gather. So yeah, they picked the heavier shit, whatever they wanted to do. So it kind of gave them options that maybe they wouldn't have found on their own. So yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, and I assume that they like even would make little adjustments here and there also, just like somebody writes a bridge for them or whatever, and then they're going to throw a solo on. I'm sure that they have their own 2 cents to throw into those parts, because especially with those bridges and the solos from the older days, they're almost identical to what they do nowadays still. Like the solo from Freezer, I was like,
Dude.
Konami wrote this, bro. Konami wrote this solo. There's no way anybody else wrote this solo.
Yeah. And that's like you're just saying, the important thing to remember too is it doesn't matter who wrote it, they were still performing it.
Yeah, it was on New Beginning. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome,
I never discredited a song for other people writing it. I just appreciated it even more because the fact that the person that wrote it was able to get their vision across to the other members of the band and execute it correctly is a task in itself, to make sure that it's that solid, and that's really impressive to do that, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Because they're still great writers too, those are cool. That's awesome. They made a living off that, that like they wrote some really cool riffs, like like it's a cool riff, Like
Yeah,
that's really
and the
cool.
writers
Like,
are part of the band. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to me, like that's part of the entire thing. You know what I mean?
point
Like
of producers, it's really nice to have an
Exactly,
outside
yeah.
point of view, and I'm sure they still have an outside point of view. Somebody be like, try this, because bro, those people that say try this, I remember I had a friend did that with a couple of my originals, and I was just like, and to this day, we'd be like, I'm so happy he suggested that because it made it so much better, So it's really good to have an outside view of somebody that's either does play instruments, but maybe a different genre or even anything. Like just people be like, I know. It's really cool to have that solid team. So I don't think the solid team behind band-maid gets enough credit because I'm sure they have a really, really solid team behind them, supporting them and backing them up 100% of the way,
Yeah.
But anyways, speaking of band-maid, Ryan, go ahead and deliver your band-maid report.
Band-maid report.
I got a delivery.
Wow.
I had-
Jealous.
Holy
Jesus.
crap.
is that their whole discography?
Fucking Christ.
It's mainly like singles and a couple and like just a Psyche cover Conqueror.
Ooh, that looks nice.
And
That does look nice.
yeah. And
Wait,
it's
show the Psyche one again?
Huh?
I know I've seen these digitally, but it just looks so cool
Ooh,
in the actual CD.
thing.
nice.
Yeah. So I've heard them, yes, but I like having the copies. It's a way to support the band. And
Who's band-maid
obviously
again?
I'm going to do that.
Just kidding.
Band-maid?
Who's that?
Band-maid. News. Band-maid is going to be on the Summer Sonic 2022. So that was some news they let everybody shared with everybody on August 20th. Pacific Stage. We'll be sharing that stage with Hyde, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Ray Zasulin, Wanfu, Regal Lily, who I really dig, and Siri. So, and also I think today's the last day to watch the latest Day of Made video.
Oh,
Watch
where
Extended.
is that?
On their channel.
The show that you were just saying? No, the
Summer
show.
Sonic.
Summer Sonic. Yeah. Do we know? Is it
think
in
that- Ended
America?
like right before the show started.
Oh, did it?
Really?
Where is it? I looked up who was playing. I didn't look up exactly where it was.
While he's looking up, I need to show you this badass Klupo tattoo.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
did this
yeah.
tattoo? It looks really cool. I wish I
Yeah,
thought
let's
of this.
see that guy.
I wish I thought of this. This is a pretty cool tattoo.
Rosie's head just popped in.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's big. It's like his whole
Yeah,
arm. It's like
dude,
half his arm.
That's what she said.
Dedication
Very
right there. See the-
Who is this?
Random person.
I don't know if we're allowed to say their name, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Sorry.
shout out.
in the stream or in the chat? I don't think.
They
Yeah,
can
let's
they
not
can
allow
expose
saying.
themselves.
It's from
if
our
they want.
Yeah,
Discord.
if you want to, go ahead. If not, it's
Guys, check
a
out-
regular Discorder.
Check out our
That's pretty
Discord,
sick,
guys,
though.
if you guys want to share pictures and
Oh,
anything like
Ingvar.
that for band-maid news of Ingvar. Okay, that's his.
credit.
Badass.
Oh, is it
man.
Ingvar? He was like the first one in the stream today. What's up, Ingvar? Well done.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
that
awesome.
looks good. You chose a really good tattoo artist to really get that.
So everybody got to say,
fucking solid.
that's permanent, right? Yeah, dude.
Well, I
That's why I
hope
fucking
so.
did it.
I hope it's fucking permanent.
Fupo for life.
Well, tattoos
Yeah,
aren't
what's
really
that, though?
permanent. You can remove it now, but gotta go through a lot of
Old
procedures
man's
to get
corner.
tattoos removed. Huh?
It's very cool though. Yeah, Ingvar, very cool, man.
Tattoo artist did a great job too. Like, it's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah.
good, man. Whoever
Yeah, it
you
looks
got,
just
did a
like their.
fucking
It
good
looks
job.
just like the album. The cover.
That's such a great artistic cover. Like just the strawberries covered in pigeons, and then the gun with the heart shooting it. Like it's such a. Who the fuck thought of that and drew that? Who
Miku,
drew
maybe.
that? Was it her? Did she draw
Possibly.
it?
No, I doubt she drew it, but she might have had that as an idea for.
Concept.
It's so simple but effective. Like this is such a cool cover. It still grabs your attention. You're like, wait a sec, is that pigeons coming out of a gun?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. What the hell is going on?
I fucking love it.
It's graphically, it's pleasing to the eyes.
Yeah, there's like melting ice cream pigeons too, right? Like,
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
like
Sure.
like pigeon covered strawberries.
Rock, paper, scissors,
Strawberries,
strawberry.
pigeon covered.
speaking of covers, I just wanted to pull this up because Ryan was just showing his band-maid covers, and I recently got a Tricot album myself, and I thought this was the greatest cover ever. It's just a plate with a knife. It doesn't even say their name on it. But this, so
Nice.
speaking of Tricot,
That's so them.
since you brought that up, I wanted to bring it up too.
Cool.
We brought up Trident, not Tricot.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh my
Isn't it Trico? I got yelled at.
Trico?
I think I've got
saying
it.
it wrong.
Is it really Trico?
I think I've got that too.
Yo, that new Trident song, I can't stop listening to it. The Trident song is badass. But any other news that you got for us, Ryan? I know you said you had some other things that came up.
Not band-maid specific. That's all I had for band-maid. I did catch a thing. Rio from Mary's Blood was. It's not super current, but she is in an interview with Hitoki from Kuro Yume, and she mentioned that she wants to do some. Mary's Blood went on hiatus in April, and
I thought they
she
broke
has
up.
asked about did they?
Yeah, I
Since
think
then,
they
it's
broke
been-
up.
She's talked about she wants to do solo stuff, continue playing bass, but she didn't want to sing, and then she's like, "Well, I guess I'll go solo. I have to sing." But she mentioned that she's not thinking about forming a new band, but she has like a vision of what she wants to do. So, in case you're curious what was going on with a little bit of Mary's Blood,
Which one was she?
the bass player from Mary's
okay.
Blood.
Nice.
So
One of them's in Nemophila, right?
Yeah, Saki.
Saki.
Oh, okay, I was like, wait. All right, so we're gonna get some quick news, real quick, guys. Just some quick updates on like some concerts that are happening. As we know, Acme is coming to North America in June. They're playing 5 shows in the U.S. I highly recommend them, guys. They're a good band, and from what I hear on the like album versions, I have a feeling they're gonna be way better live. I really do. I think they're gonna be one of those bands that just like you listen to the CD and they're like, oh, that's good, but you see them live, I have a feeling they're gonna be really good. They're gonna be really cool, hardcore with. I don't know. You guys heard them last week. Go check them out. See what you guys think. But I think they'll be a cool band. They'll be fun to watch. But they're going to be playing 5 shows in America. And I did have the dates on here, and they're gone for some reason. Where are they?
But
check out our
I just wanna
Discord
say-
server. It'll have it in there. So go ahead, Chan.
They look really cool. I like their whole visual representation.
I like that music video where they have an orange, and that's like the theme, and just squirting the orange throughout the music video. It's pretty cool. We've done a couple of reactions.
That seems so important. Like, I stand corrected after what I said about Love Bites and the aesthetic. Like, it doesn't matter who's playing bass, because like, the aesthetic plays such a huge role. It seems like all the really successful bands have a very specific aesthetic that, because it helps everything stick in your brain
Exactly.
when you're hearing so much music.
That's
They
why
kind of have like
I was wrong.
That's why I think
wouldn't go
certain.
that far.
That's why I think certain gimmicks matter, because gimmicks help you stick. They help you make a relationship between the music and your mind, so you have an actual visual picture of what's happening.
Yeah, I think
Gimmick isn't a bad word.
I was
Everybody makes it
thank you, Ryan.
It's not a bad word. I don't know why people make it seem like that, but it's not.
because some people have gimmicks that don't go past the gimmick.
Yeah, people think gimmick means
that's true,
that
that's
like
true.
you can't play your music. You're just there for the gimmick, but you could have both.
Everyone has a theme though to their music, like whatever you want to call it. You can say theme, gimmick, or everyone has like a thing, right? They have a thing.
The gimmick is just something to get your attention. That's all it is. So
Yeah, it opens a
if you
door.
don't have one, nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Exactly, and we've
It's
all
so
played
true.
in bands that didn't have any of that. And what happened to them?
And
That's why I
still-
have a beard, because
All
no
of them
one else
ever
has a
played
beard.
There's a reason why we dressed up in maid outfits and dresses. Like, you got to do something different. You can't just be doing, I'm going to play the music. But anyways, new album from Darren Gray, which we all know about, is coming out June 15th. We actually did a couple songs by them, checked out their old discography. I'm really interested to hear how the new album sounds, but that comes out June 15th. We did talk about that last week. And then Lisa hit 1 billion views on Spotify. So
Wow.
congratulations,
Shoot.
Lisa.
Nice.
Awesome.
She's
Guys-
a top dog. She's a top dog. The more that I hear about her, the more I realize that she's like fucking Madonna over there, dude.
Guys,
Yeah.
she does pop, she does progressive pop, she does rock, she does little bits of metal. The thing that made, like, she does all this progressive weird stuff, like in different keys that you would not expect in pop. Like, she really changes it
Like
up.
Bjork?
Yeah, I haven't heard them
Actually, yeah,
before,
kinda.
but is it like them?
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
It
she
can
was
be.
pretty experimental, but I still haven't heard her, and I need to.
dude.
That's the only thing
Go.
I listened to randomly. I was listening to stuff on Spotify, and it started playing. I'm like, is this band-maid? Like, it reminded me of band-maid, how it was structured and her voice even. I'm like, oh, that's the only time I've ever been reminded of.
Wait.
Even though I know she, it was cool. So I'm like, okay, this is some other stuff I got to listen to here. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
I think she's really good at coming up with unique vocal patterns that I haven't heard in
Yeah.
other songs before,
Yes.
which is probably the thing that drags you to her the most.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But she somehow appeals to a larger audience. That's what's amazing. She can do those weird
she
vocal
reminds
patterns,
me,
still do that.
her actual voice, the sound of her voice kind of reminds me of Haley Williams from Paramore.
Really?
But the patterns that she comes up with, which I think she writes her own vocal melodies, I have it still, even when I listen to other Japanese music, it's not the same. It's very specific to her.
Yeah,
Lisa's videos do get blocked a lot, waves, so I would just recommend just check her out, man. Just listen to her. I think you'll appreciate
First take first. First take first.
Yeah, that reaction will make
First
it.
takes.
That's right. I remember talking about that in one of our first podcasts, and I had no idea what you guys were talking about.
Garenge, my friend. Garenge. Lisa
Yeah.
Garenge, first take. That's the move.
Or what's the other one? The one
Homura.
that I just mixed. Homura, yes.
Homura.
Yes. And then there's another one.
But Garenge is the song from Demon Slayer. That's the main theme from Demon Slayer. But the first take, she does it like a sort of like a acoustic-y version of it. So it's a good place to start.
She does Omura, and then she does another one. She did another one. I can't remember what. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Omura
It's
spelled like
amazing.
the guitar.
Check it out.
Guitarist. Spelled like the guitarist.
What guitarist?
Omura.
There's a guitarist named Homura.
Omura.
Yeah,
no,
from
that's
Baby
Omura.
More, right?
No, that's Omura. That's O.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Is it spelled like?
No, it's not.
It's
different word?
HOMURA. Homura.
Oh, it starts with an H. Okay.
Yeah, Omura starts with an O. But
Couple of things that in the chat. So Asterism dropped a new video yesterday.
oh
I have
shit,
to check that out.
definitely got to check that out.
And Paul says that Champ said the same thing about Psyche and domination reaction. She sounds like Haley.
Which I just put up on my new channel this morning. So yeah,
Oh, there you go.
you
can
can
check
hear
that
me
out
talking
again.
over myself.
Get a new tune, Champ.
I know, right? I've been saying the same thing for apparently 3 years.
It's funny how people's minds like try to relate it to something, no matter how far off it is, we just try to reach for something. It's great how that works.
100%.
Yep.
Like the
got to.
closest thing.
That's how you know how much music you've listened to, because you're like, wait a second, they keep going back to the same band over again. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck with you.
Everybody doesn't sound like Alice in Chains if they're good. Weird. Yeah, that was my world.
This sounds like the Beatles.
Well, everything kind of sounds like the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
Guys, if you like heavy music, I mean, I know it's not everybody's taste, but Imperial Circus, Dead Decadence, I really enjoyed their music video. One of the best screamers I've ever heard ever. Like, ever. Seriously. Check them out, guys. Like, if you like screaming and you like that heavy stuff with some melodic, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's really cool. It's like power metal, but not power metal. It's really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. One of the best screamers I've ever heard. And he was just phenomenal. He'd do like 8 different changes. I know we talked about this later, last podcast, but it's a symphonic melodic death metal band, and I really enjoyed him. Shares a better look of the upcoming 3rd album through a preview, giving us a quick peek at what we can expect from 13 tracks. And overall, the songs seem to be aligned with the sound of ICDD typically produces. So I didn't know what they produce. I haven't checked out their older albums, but if you like heavy music, check it out, guys. It's some good stuff. They definitely
I like heavy music.
They definitely take progressive melodic death metal to another level that's really cool. And they put it's not just the same scream. Like typical death metal is like the same scream the entire time, and then you have the melodies underneath it. Nah, they go above and beyond with it, and it's really cool to see.
That is really cool.
I don't know if you guys heard of these guys. I checked out a couple things, but they're a big deal in Japan. It's called Gact, and shows signs of recovery from severe illness. I didn't even know he was suffering. And he looks younger than when I saw him in the music video I saw. We've done some reactions to him. I don't know if you guys have. Have you guys checked out GAC before.
I don't think I've even ever heard of them.
Yeah, so he had a severe illness. I really highly recommend people check it out. It wasn't my cup of tea, but I think a lot of people appreciate the music that he does, and he's recovering. May 16th, he received more information on the singer's current condition and what might lie ahead. Through an announcement made on the official website, GAC's agency expresses that there have been signs of improvements thanks to extensive testing and treatments received overseas in Japan. So that's good news. I'm glad he's doing well. And I just wish him the best, and I hope he does music soon. But the song that I heard was really cool. It was a really cool music video. It just wasn't my thing. I wasn't too into it. But hey,
what kind of music would you consider it? Is it like a pop? Is he like poppy?
It's like industrial pop, but with slight metal to it.
Oh, that sounds even more interesting.
I checked out an older song too, so maybe a new song.
GAC is a singer.
That's the name of him. He's
okay.
GAC'd. Yeah.
Yes. Correct me in the comment section on YouTube. Guys, if you guys have any comments, feel free to drop them. You want to drop any comments?
About he's the singer also of Arc-en-Ciel, which I actually just checked out. Yeah, for the first time.
L'Arc-en-Ciel is a pretty cool band too.
What's it called?
L'Arc-en-Ciel. It's like a French name. L'Arc-en-Ciel.
Yeah, I tried to pronounce it last week and I couldn't. I failed miserably, but yeah.
Sam said no, he's
we've
not.
All been there.
No, he's not. Oh, people are saying no, he's not. He's not. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
people are lying. We're getting trolled in the comments. I'm gonna stop reading the comments, guys.
Yeah, we don't talk about information. So this next band I'm about to bring up, and I just want to shout out Ryan. I want to shout out Captain Dusty Farts for bringing it to my attention. And I heard a clip of it, and it's really cool. It's a new Japanese band. I think they're gonna make some waves, and I thought it would be cool to give them some love and attention. So, debut EP, Lonesome Blue. Lonesome Blue is a new hard rock band featuring ex-Disqualia guitarist Narumi. I haven't heard that band yet. Have you guys heard of that band?
No.
Disqualia?
Nope.
So they're going to release their first EP on June 22nd, and I did hear some of the song, and it was pretty cool. And we're gonna check out part of it right now. So
cool.
And but yeah, let's just go ahead and check it out. So Dextrose guitarist Narumi, I have heard of that band. So I don't know, maybe I've heard of them already, but it sounded pretty cool to what I heard. But all right, I probably played it too long.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Here's a lead part that I thought was pretty cool. From what I heard, and then she does some screams right after that. Sorry. So I'm curious what's
like
about.
Actual screams.
Yeah, like there's a story behind it. Like I feel like there's a story behind this song.
Like horror screams.
Yeah.
Not like metal screams, like horror screams.
Cool.
Sounds pretty cool, guys. Check it out.
Man,
yeah,
so
I thought it's right up my alley.
They mentioned Disqualia and Destros. Hazuki was in Disqualia and Saki was in Destros.
Okay, cool. A lot of these members, they all seem to like join in other bands, make collabs and all kinds of stuff over there. A lot more commonly than I'm used to.
Oh, and Haruna and Miho were also in Destros. Man,
yeah. It's like everything's a super band over there.
Yeah,
awesome.
So we got some weird news. We got Nightwish. We're gonna talk about Nightwish.
Wow, that's
Nightwish
a cool.
is, I know, not Japanese, but they're meeting up with Galinarius keyboardist.
Sure, I spent the first 15 minutes not talking about Japanese music. It's fine.
For a new project. It's still Japanese, all right? From Galinarius, I'm very curious. So the new project, Ultima Grace, will release his first album featuring ex-Nightwish vocalist Annette, which is very interesting because that's the singer a lot of people it's a controversial subject. I'm not gonna get into it, but some people love her, some people hate her. We'll just leave it at that. But she sounded really good on this song from what I previewed, and we're gonna sample it here in a second. But they have they came out with something not too long ago on March 16th. I know it's a little bit old news, but I stumbled across it and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So shout out to whoever shared that to me on Discord. And here's the song.
Was Annette
Hold on, before you play that, Can I just? I want to be clear about what this is. So the band is called Ultima Grace, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the band is called Ultima Grace. It's a keyboardist from Galnerius, and it's one of the former singers from Nightwish.
Annette, yes. That's
Annette,
Annette
okay.
is like the
Was
most.
she the first or second singer?
Second.
Okay,
She's the
so
least,
before Floor.
People
Yep.
would argue that she's the least liked from all the singers.
Okay.
Wouldn't have to really argue.
I think Floor is the most liked, right? Like that's the one that everybody
Yeah.
loves.
Oh shit! Here we
think
go.
She is. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Open it up.
Yeah.
Open up the floodgates. Nightwish fans, welcome.
Debate time.
I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot of activity.
Oh, they'll come. They'll come. I know we're clipping this, so I'm sure. But I will say this: Annette, I heard her in a Nightwish song. Was not a fan. I like this a lot more, in my opinion. It's
Okay.
It matched.
Cool.
I think it matched her vocals more. So let's check.
Is
it
it
out.
Japanese? Is it Japanese?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
And it doesn't play. All right. There we go. It's the 11-minute song.
11.
I swear to God, there's vocals.
Holy shit.
Sorry, guys, I'm failing. I'm trying to find out with the vocals.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I like her voice.
I
Me
think
too.
it fits her
So
better.
she didn't stray very far from Nightwish.
You don't think so?
That's
I get what you're
right.
saying, but
I haven't.
Storytelling.
I get what you're saying, Ryan, but I guess I've only heard one song, so I can't really say a lot. But the one song I heard, it didn't fit her voice. And when I heard this one, I'm like, oh, this fits her voice. I don't,
So I haven't heard. I've heard the other two. I've heard Floor and I've heard Tarja.
Tarja.
Tarja. Yeah, and I like
Oh,
them both. I
shit.
haven't
Maybe
heard
I
her,
haven't
but this
heard
to
Annette.
me, this Annette came off to me much more like a power metal vocalist than.
Very- a little more pop oriented too.
I
Like her
confuse
voice
vocalists,
was more
guys.
than-
Huh. I
It was a
thought,
little brighter than I'm used to. Like I
Oh,
think
right.
the ones that I heard
Yeah.
from Nightwish were like really operatic sounding.
yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna, yeah, because it's a lot. It's, what did you say, lighter? Yeah, it seems.
Yeah, brighter. I think it's, but the music itself sounded awesome to me. I thought there were some
Yeah, I like that.
super epic moments. The beginning that you played with the lead reminded me of like older sort of like late 90s, early 2000s melodic death metal, like Swedish death metal, Finnish death metal, that type of stuff. But then it definitely got into more the power metal zone and the very like big sort of like
Prog
Nightwish
metal.
feels also. Yeah, the prog metal. It sounded like there was a lot to that. 11 minutes though. I mean,
So this
I don't
is
know.
Yuki's
Liquid tension experiment.
idea for this band, or what? The genesis for this band?
I don't know.
Again?
I'm second guessing what I said, though, because I think I did not hear Annette, actually, and it was actually Tara. So now I feel
Yeah.
really stupid.
Tarja.
Guys,
That's okay.
Guys,
All right,
tell me.
we all.
Guys, tell me who I actually listened to. I just know Eric and I were not fans when we heard it. But for me, it's really hard to get into that style of music. It really is for some reason. It's
Well, do you
not
think
my
this sounds like the same style of music as Nightwish? I got different vibes.
Why I said that because
no,
the
I don't think so. But
the melody she sang for that section was exactly like a song from Nightwish. So I can't say that everything sounds like it because I've only heard a little bit. It just reminded me of one thing. That's all.
I agree with that.
you just found a melody that sounded similar.
Yeah, it was
happens.
exactly like a song from Nightwish.
yeah, but the guitars were
Maybe
too,
that's the only thing.
yeah. What Ryan said, the melody of the voice was, but the guitars were consistent. Like it was kept going. You know, in a Nightwish song, it probably wouldn't happen like that. The melody
It seemed
would have
like the
weaved in
keyboard
and
was. It seemed like the keyboard was there the whole time too, right? The Galnerius keyboardist was. I heard a keyboard in every part that you went to, basically.
out. Of course, it's his song. You know, he's got to like.
Yeah.
All right, so a little more information. I don't know if you can get to it or not, Alan. Jonas is saying that Yuki is the one who came up with the concept and met Annette in Japan and suggested the band for her to be part of,
Interesting.
which is why we're talking about Nightwish singers on a supposed Japanese.
Yeah.
podcast. Because the music was created by Yuki from Galnerius.
Hey, sometimes we get off track, all right? It's a little side or
We're on track,
bullshit.
man.
This is
back
the
on.
track. This is our track.
If Galnerius isn't relevant, then I don't know what we're doing here.
Exactly.
Right?
I think we're doing a great job today, guys. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You guys think we're doing a great job?
It is interesting to me though, just thinking about it, that what was her name? Yuki, the keyboardist Yuki, came up with the idea and presented it to Annette, but it's done in English, and it seems like it's going to be more of like a probably English speaking band going forward anyway. I would assume, right? Just based on that. So it's just interesting.
They wrote everything years ago and just looking for a singer. That's cool, man.
All right, so go ahead. Keep talking. There's no rush.
That's all I had to say.
One thing I saw earlier, I don't think we ever talked about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I usually am, but a month ago, 420, Bright Ear put out a new album called Aegis of Athena. Did we talk about that?
Go ahead and talk about it. Wave, take the floor.
Well, 420, they put out an album called Aegis of Athena. I haven't heard it, but I saw someone mention it, and I thought it was pretty relevant. So,
I got a surprise for you, Wave.
Yeah, we should check that out.
We should. Bright Ear is pretty cool. I haven't heard much from him. A couple tracks, but I've liked what I heard.
Shout out to the person in the chat that brought that up. I can't remember.
Yeah, because that band's awesome.
I gotta say, I was playing. I took Ryan's advice and just listen, right? And Bradir came up, and I was like, I actually like this, because I like the first couple songs I heard. I wasn't a fan, but then I was listening to them, like, oh, this is pretty fucking good. I don't know which song it was. I still don't. I just put it on random, but it was pretty good. And it's funny that Wave mentioned that, because we're gonna start our very first top 10 Gaijin guys Japanese rock band. And here's the thing, guys. This is just the first time we've done this, all right? There's going to be some holes, okay? There's some, we got to work it out, all right? We're just doing YouTube views for right now. So the way that you get your band and the song on this list, if we see it 5 times show up or more, we add it to less, and then we look at the views, and that's how we determine where they are in the charts. For right now. It'll advance later on, and we'll look at Spotify and all that stuff. For now, we're just keeping it simple. But the first band
Does it count if
there,
it's from the same person?
Huh?
5 times?
Well, of course, if it's from the same person, I'm not going to count it. Obviously. Yeah, I'm not going to count it. But the cool thing is that we're mentioning Bradir, and they came in at number 10 on there.
Oh,
there we go.
I do want to hear that new song. So this is a song, and I'm going to... Sorry, guys, trying to shut it off.
That's a good sound.
Really cool song.
It's exactly the type of music I like to listen to too.
For me, it sounds really low, but I'm turn up the fucking headphone volume, right? I thought so.
The volume?
Yeah, like it sounded low in volume, but it's
here we go.
I'm not saying anything, Ryan.
The mix is
I'm not
up.
saying anything.
Got you
Ryan.
guys mixed.
I'm not saying anything.
I love the sound of that, though.
We got Trident. Coming up here. And this is a song that, shout out to all of you that voted for, bands. So here's Trident. That's not Trident. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. This is new, all right? Forgive me. This is new. I'm getting better at it.
We're doing a slideshow today. Is that the Throne of Swords?
And this, of course, number 9, Spoopy. I fucking love this song. I can't stop listening to it. I think it's a great song. Duh, bro, go listen to it. So, and then this is what I thought was interesting. We got a new up-and-comer band. We got Lonesome Blue. Shout out to Captain Dusty Farce for bringing it to my attention, and Ryan. And they came in number 8, man. And this is a really cool sound, I think. And they're just blowing up. So here's a little sample of their music. Very majestic.
Sounds like the beginning of a Disney movie.
Hear that riff?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more from them.
Oh man, dude, I'm so excited to react to that. We're gonna do it on Thursday. I'm so excited because I like that riff. Damn, so
the
cool.
guitar riff underneath. It's very symphonic.
Yeah, but
Dude, I like
I
this
like
top 10 thing.
Yeah. So then we got Nemophila, Ray of Light, and
Hell yeah.
really cool song. I'm not gonna even talk. Here we go. Let me get up the fuck.
The mix.
I'm sorry, guys. We're getting better at this.
This is our
I do
first time doing a
apologize. First time
slideshow.
doing a
think we are.
slideshow.
We're not getting any better.
So
Consistent.
that's Lonesome Blue. Sorry. Here's the new Nemophila song. If you haven't ever heard a sample of it, here it is.
I love her voice.
Honestly, guys, when I go back and listen to it, I love her clean so much. But
That's
I still,
awesome, dude. Yeah, I love her voice.
Her voice has such a range.
Yeah,
But
it's
still-
amazing. And Ryan, you weren't here last week when we talked about this song, but I got in an argument with them about the verse and
I'm about to
the
argue
sound
right
of
now.
it. Do you have
I
any?
did, I
do
did
you have any
watch it.
thoughts?
I went back and watched it about the. We're talking about the mix.
Mhm.
Bro, it's
What were your
it's
thoughts on
lacking,
that?
man. It's lacking the bass and kick, in my opinion.
That's the
It's
thing,
just-
dude. What I listen to my music on, I heard everything I wanted to hear. So I think it's a
You
you
can
issue.
hear it. No, you can hear it. But listen, we just checked out those beginning songs, right? And as soon as we got the Nemophila, it just sounded like the static of the guitars. You couldn't hear that thump as much. I'm just saying.
See,
I don't know, dude.
I disagree, but I will say this: that after we had that argument last week, a lot of people were agreeing with Alan in the comments. I was actually pretty surprised. I was like,
I'm
I
sticking
thought that
to
was
it, man.
awesome.
Don't get me wrong though. I love the feeling that Mayu's putting in her vocals. I really do. I love it. I love the meaning behind the song. It's really heartfelt, and she fucking sings her heart out, and it sounds really good. So that's all I'm gonna say. Fuck the mix at that
Yeah.
point. I just like the meaning behind the song and what it stands for.
I mean, look at all the iconic songs from
history.
history there's a ton of iconic songs from history where the mix is trash, but the vocals, I think Maya's vocals in this just totally transcend that because
Exactly.
there's so much range in it. Like that part where it cuts out and she's in falsetto. Shout out to Matt Horseman. I don't think he's here right now, but he sent me a little sample because he's really digging Nemophila's new stuff. And it was that part where like everything cuts out and it's just like Maya's falsetto for a bit. And it just like makes your hair
Yeah.
stand up. It's just like
No, I agree. That's why I put that insert into my video, because I was like, when I went back and heard it, I'm like, her vocals is what I really love, and I can't wait to hear that song live. I have a feeling that song's going to sound so much better live, in my opinion. We got a surprise band here, and shout out to Charlie bringing this band to my attention. This is a really cool band. If you guys haven't checked them out, it's called Crowd of Rebellion, coming in at number 6, which I was kind of shocked. They beat out Nemophila, but this is also a banger of a song. So we got Crowd of Rebellion, Recreate, really versatile band. Trying to find the harsh vocals. They actually have harsh vocals too, but that was all their cleans. So, anyways,
we
I
gotta
really
start
enjoyed
writing down
them.
timestamps of the parts they're gonna play.
I did write down time spans, but I don't know, it didn't work. I tried, guys. Come on, guys, I tried. Oh, shout out to Teresa.
I do
Alan
think it
does
sounded pretty good
everything.
I like the sound of their drums. I don't know why I noticed that right off the bat, but I just thought that it sounded really good.
Yeah, they're really punchy.
Yeah, right. Like it was
Yeah.
hitting me in the side of the ears.
So we got number 5, which this one's a little sad because they've been releasing bangers, guys. This group has been releasing bangers, and I actually like their new songs, and they're breaking up at the end of the year. But we got Bish. And man, it sucks because these new songs sound so good. So let me get back to it.
But Aina is killing it too.
Aina's songs are really good too. So here's Bish. I don't know. I appreciate that hard rock sound.
I don't even know if I would call that. That's punk to me.
Yeah, it's like punk, like
Not even pop punk. That's like Ramones, like Clash punk to me.
That was a nice minor shift there. That's a good sound. I
That
don't
was
think
cool.
I've heard-
Ryan, I bet you didn't like that, right?
What? No, that's fine.
Okay.
Sounds great.
We got number 4, Fake Gear. I think this was the one that
Right
shot
knees
Charlie.
down.
Fake Gear has been
Right, he's
like,
down because I feel like I've failed people because the bands that they're putting up here, I haven't heard of some of them, so I need to check them out.
Yeah, this
Fake-
one's new to me too.
There's so many goddamn bands.
we learned as much from this podcast as everyone else.
I gotta say, Fake Gear is a little underrated. We reacted to a couple of their songs. They're a pretty solid band. You know, they're doing the
Are they
steampunk
pirates?
vibes. It's steampunk.
Oh, this
So-
is the band. Yes.
Wait, I gotta show you the screens real quick.
Yeah,
they are.
that video is crazy.
But yeah, Fake Gear, number 4, silently creeping up those charts right there. I thought that was pretty
Is that
Really
the
crazy.
like
song?
a consistent.
Is
Go ahead,
that
Wade.
the song with the music video shot on that old ship?
The
Yeah.
craft carrier.
Yeah, dude, the guitar solo in that song is freaking crazy.
You guys already saw it. I guess it's
Yeah.
too late. But number 3, Unlucky Morpheus, which is crazy because that was the most requested by everybody on Discord and on the chat. And I just want to repeat this again. If you know a song that's amazing and it's a Japanese band, a rock band, shoot them down, name, title. When this stream is over, put it in the comment section and I'll look at it. If I see multiples of the same name, of course, I'm going to look at it and we're going to throw it on the list and then we'll see it as. So we're going to do this every week, a top 10. All right. So this is Unlucky Morpheus, which I thought they were going to be further up there because they had so many requests by people. So majestic.
Frustrating.
Anyways, this is an epic song. You all should check it out. Number 3. I know
I
it sucks
fucking
we
love
can
that
do a part
band
of
so
it.
much, dude. I just got to say
Yeah.
that they are so fucking good.
After I wasn't keen on Fuki's vocals in that, and then I listened to Doll's Box and
Yeah.
loved her vocals in it. So when I went back to listen to Lucky Morpheus, I'm like, okay, this isn't just how she sings; it's how she's choosing to sing, and that kind of changed my view on it a little bit. Like she's,
Can I be
not
honest?
that it's not that I was bullshitting when I said I didn't like the style, but I looked at it a different way.
Can be
Yeah.
honest.
You realize
So-
she was capable of something.
She
that you
wasn't
liked.
stuck with this style. Yeah, exactly.
I gotta say,
So I was like, all right.
I like Fuki better than Dollbox.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
I
do
haven't
I.
heard Dollbox yet, but I love her voice in Unlucky Morpheus.
It's all the members of Gatrick Spin, pretty much, with Fuki on
Yes.
vocals.
And
Yeah,
I love
it's fucking
Gatrick
amazing.
Spin. I really like Gatrick
Gatrick
Spin.
Spin's awesome too.
But-
Yeah, these are some great bands, man.
I don't know, just something about Dollbox. I wish they were still a thing. I think they are still a thing, but they just, I don't know.
They are, but
It-
they're also busy. I think if they have time, they'll do it. But it's
Yeah, this is what happens when everybody's a super group over there, right? Like they got
Yeah.
other shit to do.
Yeah, I would imagine Fuki's pretty busy now too. With
I'm
Unlucky
pretty sure
Morpheus.
she enjoys.
well, she's
this
got her own
band
solo
more.
stuff too.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
shit,
Wow, I didn't know that.
she's like in
she's,
7 bands.
they're
So
crazy.
Super busy.
number 2, we got Scandal.
Nice.
We got Mirror. How many of you guys checked out
Ryan
that
Mir?
song?
Mirror.
Ryan Mir. Oh shit, I don't have the song, but check out Mirror. For some reason, I missed that link.
We've actually played part of this on the stream.
Yeah, we
before,
played part
so
of it on the stream.
We're
so
okay.
Who
Yeah,
wants to know
yeah,
who number
Scandal's
1
awesome.
is? We get drum roll.
take
I
a
wanna
wild
know.
guess.
Drum roll. Drum roll. Go around.
You're probably wrong.
Guess in the chat. YouTube comments. Guess. What do you guys think number 1 is? It's not what you guys
Do you-
think.
Hey, other guys and guys, do you know what number 1 is? Can
Yeah.
either of you guess?
I do.
I
And
do.
I think
but
Ryan.
do you-
I think Champ's gonna be pretty happy about it.
make Ryan guess.
Ryan, Ryan already looked at it.
Ryan, do you know who number 1 is?
No, I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't.
Number
Okay, take
one!
a guess.
Passcode.
I think we need to clarify. I think
So,
we
yeah,
need to
there was a
clarify for
stipulation-
people what this was.
No,
Right,
I'm going to say that right
because-
now. So, guys,
Okay.
it's only songs released this year, okay? So
There's probably things you should say
2022.
ahead of the thing.
Band-maid
I
has no
did.
2022
I said
songs.
it 5 fucking times in the chat. I said only songs from this year, and people still put other bands that didn't
I
release
meant during
anything this
this
year.
episode, this show.
I did.
I think he said it in the
beginning.
beginning,
I said
actually.
it in the beginning.
But yes, I knew people would be like, well, what about Band-Maid and Baby Mo? Where the hell are they at? Yeah, they are top Japanese.
Hey,
They're
Paul.
not. They haven't released new music.
Paul, male bands are allowed. Like Crowd Over Rebellion was a male band. I know he sounded like a chick, but that was a male band.
That's true. Yeah, you guys. This is based on votes, right? So it's hey, whoever votes for it, that's who's going in.
Passcode got
And
a lot of votes, along with Unlucky Morpheus. That was probably the most voted song, and they just had a shit ton of views, guys. So that was it.
And I gotta say, Passcode is fucking awesome and deserve that spot, man.
And we didn't
Passcode-
make this list.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's voted on, right? So it's like it's up to the fans and the views.
Yeah.
You know, what are you guys watching? What are you guys interested in?
So
that's how these are put together.
that
So we'll
being
do another
said,
one without a limit on when shit was released.
that being said,
Yeah, what do you want to do? All time?
That being said, when the stream is over, in the comment section, if you're listening from Spotify or iTunes, go to our comment section on YouTube or go to our Discord and drop the song and band name, the song and band name of the band you guys want that you think deserves to be on here, and then we'll pull that up and we'll pull up their data of that song and the music video. We're just doing YouTube for right now because we're just starting, guys. This is the first time we've ever done this, and it'll get better over time and all that jazz. But I think it was cool. I think it was fun.
Yeah, that's fun, man.
I had fun doing
I
it.
love checking the shit out, and I love hearing what the people think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we always hear what we think. I know what I think. You know what I mean? Like I want to hear what they think, and that's how we get this together.
This was
Yes.
strictly off of views, guys. This was strictly off of YouTube views and what you guys requested in the comment section. I did put up a post asking you guys to share it, and I chose the 10 most mentioned bands, and these were the 10 most mentioned. Of course, Band-Maid was
I don't
on there,
think
and
there's
Baby
anybody-
Metal, but they didn't have anything this year. So, but don't worry, Band-Maid's coming out with something in July, and you all know they're gonna jump to number one because they have billions.
Baby
and
Metal
millions
is
of
too.
views. Yeah, and
Baby
Baby
Metal's
Metal
coming out
too.
with
Yep.
something soon too.
Ooh, showdown.
Yeah, they're both gonna be. I have a feeling that when Band-Maid releases a new song and we do this list the week after they release that album, it's just.
I got a
10
question.
Band-Maid songs.
I got a question,
Yeah.
Ryan.
What?
Who will have
What?
more views, the new Baby Metal
Huh?
song or the new Band-Maid song?
I don't care.
We're trying to have
What a
fun here.
great-
We're trying to have
No,
fun here.
I
damn
think.
it.
We know Baby Metal is like they're probably getting more views, but I think
Band-Maid's
Band-Maid is going to
catching
have
up.
a significant. Band-Maid is going to have a significant jump from where they were on their last release. So, I think it's going to be. I don't know, man. These bands for being so different, they always get mentioned together, and I think either one's going to be good for the other. You know what I mean? I think Baby Metal will probably have
agree.
more just raw views, but I think, like I said, Band-Maid's going to have significantly more than they would have had like a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Also true. They are, like you said, they're totally different like styles of
Yeah.
music also, but like I think people and not just because they're Japanese, but because their acronyms are BM, people just decide to put them together for that reason also.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, like I exactly what you said. Baby
I
Metal
hate
will
to
have
say
more
this
views.
too. Baby Metal and Band-Maid are light years ahead of all these bands that we just mentioned today. Like,
Popularity wise or
popularity wise, like millions
Yes.
and millions of views. Like Baby Metal's like 17, Band-Maid's like 2 or 3. Like these bands are just hundreds of thousands, which is kind of
Right.
insane when you think about it. Like,
Well, you know what
that's
was
a huge
was
jump.
crazy, to go from that. Like we went over that list last week, the Oricon list, right? And I decided this week to go through the Japan Billboard list, just to see if any of the bands that we listen to on our channels would show up on there, right? And I went all the way down to 35, and I didn't recognize a single band that was like a metal or like hard rock band.
That's why we're doing this.
Stuff that's like kind of poppy rock stuff that appears on there, like some anime songs. But most of it's pop, and there's even a lot of K-pop on there. But the rock, just as small over there mainstream wise as it is over here. Like it's really not getting the same amount of love.
That's why we're doing this. Champ
Yeah.
inspired this idea, and I was like, let's fucking do it. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect, guys. This is just for fun, guys. This is for fun to bullshit and talk about. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a pretty accurate list, nonetheless.
Yeah,
you know?
We'll
and
do it every week, man. Let's
for
do
me,
this shit
it's
every
like
week.
it's like a cool list of bands to remind me which bands I
check
need
out.
to be familiar with and check
that
out.
also. Yeah.
Like Fate Gear,
Definitely.
number 4.
Yeah, like now I want to hear Fate Gear. You know, like that you just opened that door for me.
And then Crowd of Rebellion. Like Crowd of Rebellion is such a good band. I think I'm really surprised nobody mentions Soka Ninaro. There's a lot of other bands that I'm really shocked, but I'm sure will show up in the comment section now. But now that everybody knows that this exists, and I'm curious to see how this shakes out. So
I'm excited for more Lonesome Blue.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I need more of that.
I need to still listen to Glim Spanky, guys. Speaking of Glim Spanky, Champ, go ahead and tell everyone about our Patreon.
Oh yeah. So
Spanky.
we did do a Glim Spanky poll last week, I believe. We still have some reactions to get up there from that. But if you do want to vote in polls,
Spanky poll.
in a spanky poll or a non-spanky poll, you can check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Gaijin guys. We put up polls every week for you guys to vote in. This week's was actually an all band-maid list. And instead of doing reactions to them, since we've heard all of the songs that were on the list, we're just going to do more deep dives to the winner, and just kind of like go into why we really appreciate that song or whatnot. And right now, there's actually a tie, so we're gonna have to have a tiebreaker between "Don't You Tell Me" and "Black Hole."
Oh, I
Don't you
want to
tell
break
me
down
in Black Hole.
Maybe two of us could do
Wow.
one and two of us could do the other. Never mind.
We'll figure it out.
Finish for your sentence.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, so
cares?
if you want to vote in those polls, or if you want to watch the reactions, go to patreon.com/Gaijin guys. We also have Discord over there, exclusive Discord access to get a more personalized ability to speak to us if you have anything that you need to say to us that you don't want to get like kind of lost in the shuffle, as well as extended podcasts. Check it out.
Guys, also, we have a sponsor. We have our very, very first sponsor for the podcast.
What?
It is a brand that shares the foodie
the
love through our fun and vibrant designs. We got this deliciously comfy
I should have read
apparel and accessories. I fucked that up. You know what, guys?
Start over. Ryan, read it.
It's Nomsco. I'm so sorry, Ben. I love you. But if you guys want to
love
support
you,
the
Ben.
channel,
Thank you.
please buy this. It's nomsco.com. The link is popping up somewhere. But this is, they have a lot of foodie stuff, over Japan. No rice, no life. You got these badass shirts or whatever.
Ooh.
If you put GG15, you get 15% off. And this is Vicky, by the way. So Vicky,
That shirt does look tasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I'm hungry now.
And I have those shirts. Actually, I have both of those shirts. I should have wore one today. See, I failed today.
So this is clothing and accessories, Alan?
Yeah, it's clothing accessories.
Oh, it's always
Yeah.
helpful to know what it is.
It's deliciously comfy apparel. That's what I said, Ryan. It's
Yeah, it looks
deliciously
like
comfy.
there's food on everything, right?
It's almost.
Just
it's-
clarifying, brother. Some people can't see it.
Oh,
They can't. Are you serious? Are you serious? They can't see it.
No, well, if they're not listening, if they're not
people are
watching the
on
video.
Spotify.
Oh, you're right. Good call. Good fucking call, Ryan. I'm an asshole, guys. Everybody
We're gonna
listening.
figure this out eventually.
I'm sorry. We're also on audio platforms, guys. Everyone listening, like Ryan said, because he's a smart gentleman. You can get a shirt that says "hungry" on it, or you can get a bowl
That's
of ramen
literally
on
my
your shirt.
favorite one, by the way, that we've seen right there. It literally just says "hungry," and it means the world to me right
You
now.
can get a Bubba Tea plushie, guys. You want a
Oh my
Bubba plush?
god. I want that.
You want a Bubba
I think
plush?
Rosie wants that.
GG.
Oh, it's in a
guys.
piece of.
GG15.
What is this?
Look at we got
that our
some
code?
toast. We got toast.
I want the toast.
Type in GG15 for 15% off on this. It feels weird saying a sponsor. It feels weird. But anyways,
Can
it
we get a
helps.
nice clear pronunciation of the website and what the code is?
It's
That'd be awesome.
nomco.com. If you type in our code GG15, you'll get 15% off.
All
Can we
right.
spell that? The website?
Nomco, NOMCO.com, and type in our code GG15 15% off.
Look how
Thank you.
fast we learn,
Nice.
folks. Look how
Good
fast we
job,
learn.
guys.
I apologize.
Was that a pair of
I'm new to
strip steak
this.
socks?
Yes.
I
those
saw
were
chicken
steaks.
wings. What was?
You guys want to see it again? They're actually badass shirts. I'm not gonna lie. I got
There's an okay. Hold on. Sorry, it is actually spelled NOMSCO.
Wow,
God damn
dude.
it! That really fucked that up.
It's Nomsco, not Nomco. Nomsco.
Guys, I do my best. All right.
Okay, so one more time. Ready? This is the clip that we're gonna cut out, guys. So go to
Jesus
nomsco.com.
Christ.
Alan, stop talking. nomsco.com. Nomsco.com. It is code GG15 to get 15% off of everything on that website. Okay?
Yeah, I think
Now
Right.
we go. We now have the clip for the
Time
short.
machine.
Christ, I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good, man. It happens to the best of us.
Vicky and Ben, I love you guys. Please keep doing music videos with me.
Hey, they know you, so I mean, they probably knew you were gonna fuck it up anyway. That's why we're here. That's why we're a team.
That's only you guys, all right? You guys only know I fuck up.
No, Steve,
They
that's what
think
you
I'm
need to do.
professional.
You need to intentionally lower everybody else's standards so that when you do mess up, they're not expecting that much from you. You know, that's what I do. I tell everyone how terrible I am so that, you know, when I fuck up, it's expected.
Yeah,
Nobody gets upset.
that's why you're champ of medium. It's
Exactly.
very clever.
Nomsco. So clothing and stuff about food. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Japanese
I want
food to be
some.
more specific, guys. You know,
There was like chicken wing keychains. I think is something I saw. That's
and steak.
conversation
socks.
starter, man.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine
You work at a no. I just love chicken wings. I just
Imagine you take off your shoes and you got some steak socks on.
Yeah, I could totally.
know,
do
I
that.
want a
what I
hungry
want.
shirt too. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if you take like the entire, like you get every part of it and you just walking around like you got food on all of you. You know what I mean? Like that would be a great look.
Jacked out.
It would be.
Cool.
Guys, we plowed through that news, guys. We are actually done for the day. We can talk about whatever we want right now.
Well,
Okay.
this is gonna go down.
Damn, we went like.
Let's talk about
ham.
where we're going to get some Chinese food. I'm fucking hungry.
All right. All right, Chinese food. Let's go.
Golden Star. That's my move.
Let's talk about every other country besides Japan.
I can't
Shit, I
believe
want
we.
some Japanese food. My bad.
Oh, I got a topic. You know, Ryan blocked me, by the way, the other day. That was fun. He blocked my entire fucking stream. Fucking asshole over there. No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you blocking Alan
It's
over
so
there, big guy?
hilarious. I opened
Well,
my
instead of
emails.
talking about the writing
Hold
in
on.
the song, he talked about the fucking mix.
Oh, there it is.
Do we need to
No,
show
I
it?
asked that
I'm going to
question
show the
knowing
picture.
answer,
Let me
but I
show the
wanted you to
picture.
say it.
I did not mention the mix at all this entire stream, okay? Do I get a break for that?
All right. I guess so.
That's you didn't, but I felt it bubbling under the surface. That
You
Oh,
wanted
totally
to so
was.
bad.
You had to comment on the Gaijin Guys podcast mix.
Yeah, so this is Discord. I just don't like the mix.
that's a great meme right there, though. That face works very well with the.
Where did that come
statement.
from?
Fucking
See, me and
Ryan did
Wave
that.
had the opposite situation go on earlier this week where we did the opposite of block each other's streams. I actually played his stream live on my stream because me and Wave decide to stream at the same time every time for whatever reason. So we're splitting
Wow.
we're splitting the viewers and they're coming back and forth. So I just whenever I need a break, I just put on Wave stream, let them watch him through me. There we go. I get to chill
I mean,
out.
Wave should do the same thing every time he needs a pee. You know, that would be pretty
Oh my
good.
god, yeah.
And by the way, Wave, do you need a pee?
No, surprisingly, I've been. That's what was funny when you were talking about the warning concert earlier, and you had to give up your good spot to
I
go
felt
pee.
like you.
Dude, I actually didn't have to pee throughout that entire concert.
Yeah.
I think I was maybe sweating a lot, and that helped.
That
but-
does help. You're getting liquid out
There
somehow.
you go. Yep.
You can
No.
cry a lot too if it works.
Heard it here first. Wave pee. Sweated so much you didn't need to pee.
Wow, that's weird. But anyways, yeah, I just
Why
drank
do
too
we
much
always
fucking
talk
water.
about me peeing every
Wait,
week?
Why do you always talk about you?
You
peeing?
brought it up, bro.
Because
That
people
was all
need to
you.
pee.
Hey, Alan.
You know?
No, you brought it up.
No, you
Yeah,
brought it
Alan
up right
brought
now. You said, speaking of when Ellen was talking about peeing at the warning concert, that's exactly how it started.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, back to the
Got pee on
email
the brain.
thing. I pulled up my email and it was very shocked when I saw Mir blocks your whole entire stream. Like,
I can't take full responsibility. It's just.
no,
Sorry,
I
man.
disputed it, and it's
It's the
live
publisher.
now, but yeah.
I'm glad you're able to put it up then. But yeah, Alan and Frank listened to one of my songs, which I appreciate, and it's copyrighted. So
Yeah. He's trying to make me
So-
cry and stream again.
So that's crazy. Can I ask you guys something about that? Because I don't have any copyrighted music on YouTube right now.
Sure.
So you
I
don't
hate
control what actually gets to happen, right? Like it's up to
Right.
whatever like third party you went through.
Distributor.
Depends.
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ryan.
yeah, I mean, I was so dumb about it. I went through CD Baby to put my music out, and then I went to put up a video of me playing one of my songs, and it got copyright. Didn't get blocked, but it's got a copyright claim. And I didn't understand. I'm like, well, this is my fucking song, you know what I mean? So I emailed them like, no, you get it. It comes back through us.
They just got to take their cut first.
Yeah, which is fine because I don't get shit from YouTube anyway. I was like, okay, because I was like, what? I can't even share my own music. They're like, no, you're fine. We're just doing our job. I'm like, oh, okay, right on. So, yeah, I don't know, like if I could appeal to them and say, hey, it's cool if these guys talk about my music. If it was blocked and like couldn't get released, I don't know if I could like do that or not.
Alan, you did that with. What did you use to distribute?
So what I was gonna say was I always emailed CD Baby ahead of time before anybody put up a video of mine. So then they would make sure that
okay.
wasn't blocked. But I now use DistroKid. Because I use DistroKid because it's easy to do covers and get the licenses for it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, I don't
when
think I'll ever use CD Baby again.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Just I haven't been happy with it. Blocking my own videos.
Uh-oh.
Like how of all the things to happen, how it's like the stupidest thing I can imagine.
They blocked your videos?
Yeah, blocking my own live streams for playing my music during the starting screen.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, I never had that thing happen.
I will say, when I first started, like I made an intro video for my channel that I don't use anymore, but it was using one of my old band songs, which I wrote. So I used a part of it that I wrote, and that got copyrighted right away. And I had to ask my band to go in and be like, you got to let this guy use it. Like he wrote the song, so you got to let him use it. But like I couldn't use my own intro that I made for like a couple weeks.
Wow.
All right, so I got some extra news from Mikoto that sent to me at 5 this morning. I guess Oral Cigarettes are releasing a new EP that's earlier this month, topping digital charts in Japan recently. That's cool.
Oral Cigarettes, unbelievably huge over there. They're
Haven't
like
checked
the
out a lot of
one
them,
band
but-
that, yeah, I haven't done any of the reactions. I don't think you haven't either, Wave. Have you? Right?
No,
I've done like 2.
Okay. They're one of those few bands that I've just decided I'm going to listen to without reacting to. Like every once in a while, I choose one of those. And I go, yeah, fuck it. I need something to just listen to on my own. They're actually really nasty. And they have a ton of songs. They have like a huge discography. They've been doing this forever. They make a ton of anime songs. And it's like really rock / like hybrid music, but it's mad fun to listen to. Really upbeat. Nasty.
so nasty in a good way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if
think
Champs
he
says
means it in a good
nasty,
way.
it's always a good thing. Don't worry.
Is it sick?
It's
It's
sick.
sick.
It's sick. It's
It's
nasty.
sick and
illness.
nasty.
It's
Is it
mad
bad?
Cool. It's
Has
mad.
an
Sorry guys.
illness.
I grew
I
up.
think bad
listen, man.
bad means bad
Champ,
again.
I
lady.
feel
say
you.
that again.
Oh.
Champ, I know what you mean. All right. I
Yeah,
feel you, all
listen,
right? Don't
homies.
worry
I grew
about
up in New Jersey in
yeah,
2000.
in New York, that's what you say
during the
too.
millennium.
Yeah.
I say mad when I'm happy. It's how things work.
Hey, Wave said the same stuff. I don't know why he's pretending like he'd never said any of those words.
What did I say?
You never say nasty or sick? No?
I've said sick.
And
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like what
part of our-
year did Janet Jackson have that song? That's the last time I ate. Nasty
Michael
boys.
Jackson? Oh,
Janet Jackson.
doesn't
Nasty
Michael
boys.
Jackson have "I'm Bad"?
Yeah.
Sing it. I'm
I don't
curious.
know.
But he's actually saying that he's bad in that song. I think he actually.
Yeah,
wants
he's not
people
using
to
it
think that he's
ironically.
Bad. When I
Which
use the
he
word
clearly
bad,
wasn't. He clearly
I was too
wasn't.
stupid to pick up on that when I last heard it.
You're a young
when I use the word bad nowadays, it means that the girl that I'm talking about is hot. It has changed completely. She's bad. She's bad, man. That's a
Hey,
good thing.
here's a concert that's happening. It's over in Japan. It's a Supersonic tour, and I don't know a lot about it because I did not look it up. But shout out to Bikoto. He shot me the link over here. But
Nice.
I'm assuming this is in Japan only. Let me know in the chat. And I know Maximum Hormones on it. I did know that. But yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
I don't have
Summer
a-
Who are
Sonic.
these other bands?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
They all look
Slow down and
new to
look
me.
at them. Thanks for showing these bands we can't see the names of. And we can even read them for the listeners that
Do
aren't
you know
on
any of
video.
them, Alan?
I went back up, guys. Chill out. It's right there. You guys
I just
can
can't
read
read
it right
it's
now.
blurry.
Yeah, it's like
you want me
one
to zoom
pixel.
in?
The
up.
1975.
All right, I'm sorry. No, you guys didn't wear your bifocals today. I
Oh,
got
there
it.
we go. The
Man-
Libertines, Manskin.
Oh, I was just listening to the main skin.
Ugh.
They have a
never
really
heard of
cool
them.
sound.
Oh, Ryan just.
You just made a vomit noise.
Which band were you referring to there, big guy?
I've heard of Rena.
Ooh. Yeah, I've actually never heard of any of these.
I'm scrolling super slow so you guys can, process.
Biba Doobie. Oh, wait, didn't we mention them recently? Biba Doobie?
No.
I don't know in what
Libertines.
context.
Libertines has that strung out freaking singer, isn't it? What's his name?
Mrs.
I'm kind of
Green
curious about
Apple. Some of
Mrs.
these
Green
names,
Apple.
man.
What the hell is that about?
I don't know. I'm definitely more intrigued by the Biba Doobie name.
Yeah,
Novel
me too.
Bright.
Good, cool.
All right.
Shovel?
Well, that's that, guys.
Oh, that's
Cool.
cool, man. There's a
Well,
bunch of
there's
shows coming up this year.
What is there,
so-
like five different stages for the Summer Sonic, and they all got different bands.
Mhm.
When I mentioned band-maid, I just mentioned the stage they were on and the bands they were sharing it with. But yeah, there's all these other ones too. That
So that one was Tokyo. This is Osaka. Let's see what's playing here.
Wonder if it's
there's
the
like,
same
Japanese
band.
there's like a
listeners
sea
out there.
stage and a beach stage, and
Oh, that's cool.
Post
Post
Malone.
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 What?
My favorite
the fuck?
Japanese artist.
That came out of nowhere.
One OK Rock.
One
That
OK
explains
Rock,
why
though.
Manskin, because Manskin's not Japanese, are
no, they're not.
they? Okay.
They're not.
All right.
One
I
OK
guess-
Rock, probably
What
like
the
biggest
fuck?
Biggest
That
band.
Libertines.
guy's face. Youngblood.
What? in the-
Megan the Stallion, Youngblood. What the hell? What is this?
What
This is
happened
in
to
Osaka?
What happened to his lip? I'm
It's
concerned for
millennial
that
pop.
man's lip.
That's Youngblood, man. That's
For
just what he
everyone
does.
listening, his lip is weird.
I like how you're focused on the lip and not the boobs.
Oh,
Where his
was there
boobs out?
boobs? Hold on, now I gotta go. Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, Megan the Stallion's
Yeah.
boobs. Wait, are you
Yeah.
talking about Youngblood's boobs or Meg's boobs?
I'm talking about Megan.
They're
now.
both out. They're both out right
They're
now.
both out. I mean, there's nipples in every facet of that.
There are a lot of
screenshot.
nipples on this screen right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah.
The struts got them out
If
too.
you're on Spotify, you gotta come to YouTube. See the nipples.
Yeah, you gotta come to YouTube to check out these titties. All right. Well.
Rosie would be proud.
All right. Sonic Mania. You know what? Let's just go on. This is 8/19. We'll see what's
So
going on.
this is
here.
all the different shows, right? Kasabian.
Wait, so people
Primal
can
Scream.
go to Japan now, or in August?
What were they
work.
still shut down for pandemic? I mean,
Oh, that's right.
They're having some changes to their borders now, as far as who can come in, and they're just starting to test opening it up a little bit.
you know what's crazy? I watch Japanese pro wrestling, and they're still not allowed to cheer or boo over there, so they're only allowed to
Wow.
golf clap. So like you watch them fight each other, and then like
I'm gonna watch it
they'll
just
pin
to see that.
and they just go. And it's fucking ridiculous, but it's
Is
funny
it-
as hell to watch.
Is it like that with concerts still too in Japan? Like you
Probably.
can't shout or make it. You can only clap. or
I
something?
assume that that's not just a wrestling thing. It's probably for all events, right?
Someone
like you're just
said
not
that.
allowed to cheer or boo. That would be my assumption. I don't want to speak out of turn. If
Yeah.
I'm wrong, feel
Just
free
don't
to
spit
tell me
on
that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, craziness. Anyways, guys, I guess we'll just wrap it up. That's it, guys.
Cool.
That's
Why?
it for today. Unless you got more to say.
Yeah, Ryan, you got something to say? You don't want to wrap it up? What do you want
I
to
don't
talk
know.
about?
I miss talking to you guys. And,
Oh,
Yeah.
All
Me
right.
too.
Well, how was your?
Having fun.
Rosie's
you didn't-
shopping somewhere, so I'm like, I just want to hang out.
All right, let's hang out. Let me go.
Unless
grab
you gotta
some-
go, Alan. You gotta.
No, no, I'm not. I don't gotta go. But hold on, let me grab my coffee. Hold on, you guys can.
Paul, what's the missed news?
We missed news.
So much
Oh.
news. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like
Paul,
a billion
Paul, why don't
things
you
to
tell
talk
us while,
about, man. We cannot.
Paul,
I'll
tell
tell
us
you
the
what.
missed
If you go
news
to
while
the
we wait.
Discord, if you go to the Discord, there's pretty much, I don't know. There's 30 different bands that there's a news feed for each one, their Twitter and everything. So you can find out a lot of stuff on there, which we cannot talk about everything.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out real quick though to jrocknews.com, who we often use. We get our articles a lot from their site because they're like the most mainstream English speaking website for Japanese music news. So that's like our original source for things, and then everything else that we kind of get from like you guys, Discord and stuff like that, wherever we can find it.
Try and experience what we experienced through the week. We share what we've kind of digested, and we miss a lot. And as soon as you listen to one thing, you're missing something else because there's so much going on. So you know, band-maid Eggman show. That's the last show they're playing before they come to the U.S. And that's where they kind of one of the places they cut their teeth playing. They played there a lot. They played there for a few people. They played there for dozens of people, and it's cool that they're going to be back there. And that's a place they love playing.
Okay,
So what is it? 300 people, something like that. 200 or 300 people.
Oh, it's so small. I love those
Yeah.
shows, those little ones.
Okay, so that website we were just on with the different stages, apparently you can click on the different stages, and the pages we saw were only for that one stage. Each date has more stages that we didn't look at.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain, but you know.
Okay. Well, when he gets back here, if we could pull it up, then we'll pull it up again. It looks like band-maid is on one of these too. Right?
Yeah, that's
Specific
what
stage.
that's what I was mentioning before.
Hey, Alan,
we
can
need
you
to go
pull
back
up,
to that website?
Yeah, can you re-pull up that the Sonic stage? Or it was Summer Sonic, right? That we
All
were
right,
just looking at?
what did I fuck up, guys? Come on.
So
There's-
go ahead, Wave.
There's multiple stages per page per date.
Yeah, I clicked on all of them.
No, these are you clicked on each date, didn't you?
Did I fuck it up?
Okay, so at the top,
So that's the
there's
marine stage. You should be able to switch that to a different stage.
Paul said to check out 820
Marine Mountain.
Oh.
Pacific stage.
Oh. Got it.
Hey, man, we're
doing
doing
your
the
best, man.
Offspring. This is a huge fucking
Yeah, it's
concert,
freaking
man.
huge, man.
Man, with
Holy
the
I
mission.
didn't
shit.
know. I sorry, guys.
It's all good, Alan. Don't
It's
worry,
okay,
bro.
Alan.
Don't worry,
It's okay.
brother. You don't beat
You
yourself
should
up
be
over it,
sorry,
man.
and you better do better next time. Ooh,
all
I
good.
sound like
I
Kevin Conroy from Batman. You should be sorry.
I'm bad.
Sorry, I got a little distracted.
That's okay. We all love a
Even
good
Ryan
Batman
could go off the
voice.
rails.
It's rare, but it happens. All right, let's see what else is on here. Alan, I see Man with a Mission and Offspring right now.
Boo.
Oh, but who are you booing
Damn,
out of those
boo.
two?
Offspring.
Oh,
come on, man.
Get over it.
Come on, what a jerk.
It's
Fishbone is still doing
I-
stuff.
Hold on. So you like Nirvana, but you don't like
because
Offspring?
it's because I have a good mix, and that's why.
Literally used one drum beat for their entire career.
Hey, it was mixed. It was mixed really well, though.
I disagree. Their mix sucked.
All time
geez.
low.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, that
Smash-
brings me back to high
Smash-
school.
Smash and Ignition were great albums.
I
That's a
like
pop
Smash.
punk band, right?
No, it's Offspring's
All Time
two
Low?
first albums.
No, All Time Low.
Yeah, I bring up all time low almost every time I'm reminded of like pop punk from the early 2000s.
Too bad I just couldn't read kanji. There's those other bands too. We can't. mention.
Linda's.
the Linda Lindas. We see that.
Linda's. All right.
Yeah, there's a couple more that we just don't know how to say them. All right, what's
Are
next?
we on the?
What does
We're
that
on
say?
the Sonic stage.
Pacific stage is the last one. Yeah.
Okay, St. Vincent,
Casey
Casey Musgraves.
Musgraves. That's so random.
This is just like the craziest combination of different
Oh,
styles. of music.
Amy. She's another huge deal over there.
Amer rules, man. So I've been telling you to check out the Lisa songs on that because she did the grunge from Demon Slayer. Amber actually does the season 2 Demon Slayer song. So also very worth checking out.
Awesome.
That must be why they're both absolutely massive.
Yeah, Amber and Lisa are like 2 top dogs over there.
You guys should keep talking about that because apparently I need a bottle opener. 1 second.
Squid.
Ooh.
What was the last band on that?
Chai.
In Chai.
Alan's leaving.
All right, I guess we'll check out.
He needs a bottle opener for his coffee. Apparently.
Oh, Yoyoka is touring Japan with lead vocalist from Loudness.
Loudness. Somebody mentioned that in the chat earlier. I haven't actually listened to Loudness. I got to.
I think they've been together since the 80s, right? And they're still together.
That's cool.
Okay, people, if there's news, don't we have a spot on Discord to post news?
We do.
Yeah.
That you want to show up on the show?
Hey guys, you got to go to the Discord. Like, if you want us to talk about it, you got to tell us what to talk about, and we're down to talk about it. We'll talk about whatever you want.
Wait, what?
Nothing. We're just telling the people that
about the Discord.
Yeah, the Discord again.
The Discord.
Promote that bad boy.
Discord.
You should probably shout out our sponsor again because I really butchered that. I've never heard
NOMSCO.com, nomsco.com, discount code GG15 for 15% off.
Guys, but seriously, it looks really good if you guys check that out, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could help out us and help out them. What do we got on here? This is the one, this stage right here, this beach stage. I don't recognize any of these bands. Chilled Spot. What's that?
Yeah, name these off, by the way.
Paul specifically mentioned the Pacific stage.
Loudness has 29 albums. Holy shit.
All right. That was all right. You guys name off the names, okay? Oh, new.
All right. You
okay.
Hide. This is we're gonna recognize the next band's coming up.
There we go.
You're in Loathing in Las Vegas.
I know these bands.
These all say new. So
oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, who's that? I don't even know.
These are all the bands I mentioned in
Easter egg.
Well, who's these? Who's these bands?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about Reza Solon.
Reza Swelen?
Is it Swelen? They're really good, by the way. I just say Reza Solon, but they're really good. They are really fucking. Frank likes them, which is weird because it's not a style of music, but he really likes them. He likes the keyboardist more specifically, but he likes them.
These all say new, so do you think that means that they added the Pacific stage after everything else? Like they wanted another stage?
It sounds like it, yeah.
These two
Hyde
bands
is
just
the ARC NCL guy.
These bands just upgraded the tour like tenfold, so...
Oh, yeah.
Who's that at the bottom there? Who's that girl at the bottom?
You guys don't read that? Okay. Wanfu.
Oh, whoa.
For all
Siri.
I'm trying.
Siri. Oh, yeah, she's big too.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, she looks familiar.
Yeah, she's big too. I haven't listened to her yet, though. I've heard her name several times, though. I think we actually mentioned her earlier in this podcast. I'm like, something.
We did?
Yeah, somebody said Siri.
I think you're tripping.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
So band-maid is playing Tokyo 820. Did they announce that show on the day of Maid, or?
I don't know if Ryan mentioned it
in
during
my
the
band-maid segment. I mentioned they were playing
exactly.
So we didn't miss
Summer Sonic 2022 and listed all those bands.
We're just getting in trouble for something we didn't do.
That's why I didn't bring
I only
it up.
listed the one stage, though. We saw the other stages, which
now we've seen it all. It's all good. We covered everything.
Yeah, we covered.
That's cool, man. I can't believe how many shows there actually are going on over the course of the next months, man. There is going to be shit for everybody to watch in like every place, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, exciting.
Hyde is vocals of Larkin. Yeah,
Regal Lily. I did one video for them and it got blocked, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh. The plus side of us getting that messed up is that I just realized how many bands I don't know. Like even more than I thought.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I go through that every time we have a podcast and you guys start mentioning things that you've listened to, and I'm like, I've never even fucking heard of that. How does this happen?
Yeah.
It's always interesting to me that the people that watch our channels are separate channels. Like there are some bands that we all get recommended, but then there are some bands that like you guys get recommended that I've never even heard of, and then vice versa.
Really? What bands?
It's starting to work out. I'll say this here. obviously a lot of bands I've never heard of, and so I listened to them, and now it's starting to finally bleed over to where when I watch these bands, people in my comments are like, "Cool, I never heard of them," and that's like something I really wanted to do was
That is awesome.
just get bands being seen by people that would usually see them. So it's I'm happy about that.
Definitely. I think one of my favorite things has become showing other people the stuff that I've found on this channel now,
Yeah, exactly.
It's like less about me discovering it now, and now I'm just like, I want you guys to hear the shit I like. Tell me how you feel about it.
We got to remember a lot of these bands that we talk about. I mean, it's rough out there trying to grow a band, trying to get noticed, trying to make a name for yourself. And so a lot of these bands, they're struggling. They're just trying to get their name out there. And so the fact that we can talk about them alongside these other bands that are already really popular, and like you're just saying, like it's pretty cool that, but support those bands if you enjoy them, because it's rough out there.
Definitely. It's probably one of the reasons that they always join other bands too. It's like, they're doing okay, but they're like, maybe we should do this other one. We'll do a little better. So they keep trying, and, or it's even double work, you're putting in the double work to try to bring in double the income just to make, ends meet. Like for bands, it's always been tough to make that money unless you're a top dog in the profession. And speaking of the bands that we were listening to before, I just want to real quick throw out one more little promotion for myself. If you go over to the Champ Rock channel, the first 3 bands that I released over there, Ryan doesn't like this. The first 3 bands that I put
Isn't
up over
band-maid?
there are band-maid, Unlucky Morpheus, and Passcode. As so, we saw Unlucky Morpheus and Passcode in the top 3 of that list that we did.
You got to put Nickelback and you got to put Creed. Those are his favorites, like his. Top,
I'll take all my Nickelback and Creed.
I don't know why he didn't
Patreon
put those first
for
him, but those were the ones he was really looking forward to. Especially Nickelback. He really wanted that one.
If you want to kill a channel, unless it's a comedy, then
are there Nickelback reaction channels out there? Like, does that exist? I've never looked for it.
Ryan is one.
It's Nickelback is like fucking mosquitoes. Everybody knows they exist. You can't deny they're around, but nobody wants to hear them. But they succeed anyway. I don't understand
does. Somebody wants.
I know that's what I'm saying. Somebody does, but nobody wants to be like, yeah, I love Nickelback.
Yo, but this is what I was saying last week on that poll.
Chad Kroger, live your life, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy you're freaking.
Did Rosie just walk in and say she loves Nickelback?
They have some really good mixes. Just saying. They have some really good mixes.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I actually think Creed's mix is better than Nickelback's, but
well, it depends on which album you're talking about.
I don't know. It's just that one
mix
song.
on the first Creed album was horrible.
I actually enjoyed My Own Prison. That wasn't too bad.
Of course you did. Because your hearing's destroyed, and that's why you don't like anybody else's mix.
You know where the mix was awesome?
Just fucking with you, dude.
I want to give Alan a hug right now.
I tell you what, here's a fact.
Proof of my mixes on my channel. You guys tell me.
I'm just messing with you. But here's something to think about. I spent the last 30 years playing guitar with my amp almost exclusively on my right side. And now when I turn the other way and listen to it, I'm like, wow, that sounds different.
That's a really good point.
Is that your ear or the amp?
Hold on,
ear.
You know what we do as mix engineers to counteract that? We actually put up a meter because we know like that certain frequency lowers over time. So you put up a meter to kind of show you, hey, you're hearing that wrong.
Oh, right on.
When you start losing your hearing. Yep.
I did not know that.
Go to an ear spa. Give your ears a rest day.
I wear earplugs everywhere. Malls, everywhere. Anything loud noises, I wear earplugs.
Nice.
Earplugs to keep noises down or just because you're listening to something
just to block out sound. Like people just talking in a mall will damage your ears.
Interesting.
Ever happen where like someone's trying to talk to you and you just
and they fucking go up to you while you're at the bar and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And thank God I have an earplug in my head. I'm just like, bro, you didn't have to yell in my ear, but they always do. So I learned my lesson.
You weren't responding to me.
Yeah, that's why
if you're not into my ear, go ahead and yell, but not right there. You dip.
No, dude, you know what I'm talking about, right? That guy that's really fucking excited, drunk. He goes like, "Yo, bro, how you doing?" And I was like, dude, Hey, you know,
You just
I was doing
cilia out
fine
of my
until
ear,
you just did
fucking
that.
bastard. Yeah.
like thank you for blasting my ear hole like I did to everybody else right now.
I don't know how you guys still have functioning ears, honestly. Like the
I
only
got a
way that I can
compressor on
really
my voice.
listen to music in general is with headphones on now, because like 10 years of playing next to that 5150, it just blew out everything that I had on listening. So I've got to have like those headphones that like really push the feeds in different ears and stuff, or else I can't hear shit.
Yeah,
You gotta discover those new
Ozzy's
tunnels.
had it right. Like they fucking spit all over you too. That's the worst part. Fucking like spraying, giving me a fucking shower. This happens to me so much. I don't know why. I
You're
just
still
be sitting
talking
there.
about the guy at the bar yelling in your ear?
No,
Yeah,
no,
let's call
these are
him
multiple people.
Jackson.
All right, multiple people.
You just got a lot of people spitting on you all day, huh?
At bars, apparently,
Go to a different bar.
That's why I go to bed at 10 p.m.
This is why I don't go out to bars.
I went to
This
a
is why
good
I
bar
stay
last night. I
don't
guess
travel.
it was a good bar last night.
So I talk to people this way. I don't have to be around any of you.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the best way to do it.
October's going to be rough.
Can we hang out, but not in person?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as we could do,
Yeah,
as
we're
long as I
meeting in
could hang out with you
Philadelphia,
guys
aren't we?
without putting on pants, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did you say we're meeting
What'd
with
you
you
say
without
about-
put on pants?
I didn't say I wasn't wearing pants. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I'm with
to
I'm
wear.
with Champ though, man. Just chilling in my room. That's my happy place.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Rosie
saying.
pushes me out of my comfort zone, which is good. I probably need it, but
So
I hate
Wave's
it.
naked right now, underneath. Is that what we're getting at?
As long as I have a shirt on, then
But
nothing
you have
else matters.
nothing on underneath.
Well, we don't need to know. He
Only
doesn't
Rosie
need to tell
knows.
us. Yeah.
Rosie,
He doesn't have to
tell us.
We don't have to. We don't have to
know,
hold
Rosie.
this information.
Rosie, tell us what's going on with Wave right now.
Yeah, give us a detailed
What are you doing?
inspection.
Is
of
there
Wave's
a
lower
wave
body, please.
happening?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Too many people are talking. What do you want to know?
We want to know what Wave's wearing.
Is that a G-string or a thong?
You would know better than me.
Just be glad you're listening
love
on
that she
Spotify if you're
asked,
listening on Spotify.
You picked it out, so
You know what? That's a really important question we gotta ask Wave. G-string or thong?
For you?
I don't.
For-
I can't
for
even say I
wearing?
know the difference.
I don't
Let's-
think I do either.
Don't. Hey, shut up! Don't lie.
You mean like the G string on the guitar that always goes out of tune on Gibsons?
Yeah, the one that
Like the
it goes
G-string
out on
with
every
apple.
fucking guitar. What are you talking
Yeah, that's
about?
pretty much everything.
Yeah, that
fucking-
G-string is annoying as fuck.
A G-string is, knows what's up.
G string is a troll string.
It really is, because especially when you start tuning your guitar. I don't know about you guys. I don't start on the fucking G string. I start on the E, right? So I'm like, okay, that's right. Why the fuck is this one wrong?
Oh,
Every
now.
goddamn
Every
time.
goddamn time.
Every
I
time
do
you try
now.
to play a chord, it's like, why does it sound like garbage?
And it's just that one damn string that's like
fucking G
fucking
string.
sharp or whatever.
I start with the G-string now.
Why?
I'm not even fucking with you. I go straight to the fucking G-string. Solve the problem.
Oh, there you go. That'll do
Wait,
it.
are we talking about
Quiet as
guitar
fuck.
still?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, by the way, I had
Budgie
fun.
smugglers. Slang for a budgie smuggler. You guys know what a budgie is?
No.
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 The bird in the UK. So it's like a, what is it? A fucking parakeet? Is what they call it? Budgie? Budgie. Yeah.
Somebody said every time in the chat when I mention mix, I got a drink.
Would that be a mixed drink?
Oh.
Fucking lame.
I don't think you.
You're fucking lame.
I don't think you should do that regardless. No matter how lame that may or may not have been. Please don't. Do not drink every time you say mix, because you will be
Yes.
dead by the first podcast.
Mix.
Is that pickle juice?
No, it's Dos Equis.
Oh.
Nice. Stay
Man,
thirsty.
I don't know. I don't know
That's the
how you
pickle
have
juice.
a taste for beer this early in the morning, man. Like I can't even.
It's
get
not
it
early
down
in the
my gullet
morning.
until-
It's afternoon. What are you talking
Rosie
about?
Not for
tried
you.
to
Not
force
for
me
you.
to-
It's
No,
not.
it's not.
Rosie
In
tried
the
to force
East
me to drink a
Coast-
Bloody Mary, and
In
now
the
I have
East Coast is
heartburn.
afternoon.
What time is it for you right now? 10:45?
No. It's like hold on.
He's just gonna make up a time now, guys.
You can't tell what time it is.
It's 12:48. I'm looking at the time. It says 12:48.
That's my time, you liar. You're looking at my time.
I'm in
You
your
fucking
time.
liar.
I'm in your time zone. I'm there with you.
You won't. What?
I'm in Florida.
Is that my time zone? Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
guess it
yeah.
is.
Florida's a time zone. Florida. I just said Florida's a time zone.
You're in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh. No, he's not. Look at his fucking setup.
Is that a green
Shut
screen?
behind him.
I've just screened in. I green screened my studio. I'm in Florida.
Well, that would be pretty damn impressive, man. That was really good green screen.
You're right.
you got
I
there.
am impressive. I mean, Ryan's fucking face. Fuck you, Ryan. Just kidding.
I mean, lots of things can be impressive. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
Wow. Yeah. You know, Captain Dusty Farts, I appreciate it, brother. You know, you got to recognize all time zones.
We have no time zoneisms.
What are you guys doing next week? What are you guys doing next week?
I'll tell you next week.
I'll tell you now. Go to the
Tell me
Champ
now.
Rock channel. It is youtube.com/some numbers
Jesus
and letters. And sub to my new Champ Rock station because that's where everything is going to be happening over the next week.
Hey, wrong promotion, man. You got to promote Nomsco.
And then go to
Nomsco.
nomsco.com. And then go to our Discord and give us news,
GG15.
man. Tell us what you want to talk
Guys,
about.
we need to put Noms Co in the
Teresa's got
You
it.
said that like
description of the
like
podcast of the
like
We'll
Christopher
put it in the
Walken.
description.
like so people can actually click a link.
Yeah. Well, when the
You should.
when
Teresa has
the podcast
put a couple of
ends,
those in the
put it in
chat.
description.
I'm on it right now.
Log on it.
Cool.
So what are we
Cool.
gonna
So,
do
hey,
next week?
before-
We're not going to
before-
say what we're doing next week? All right. Cool.
Well, what are you doing next week,
I
Alan?
want to
Why
hear
don't
what
you
you're
go
doing,
first?
Alan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing next week. I'm recording some bass lines. I'm almost done. They're going to be done by Tuesday. It's for a new band I'm joining with Anastasia Luna. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm going to be going to New York City.
Oh,
I'm going to
Really?
New York City in June, and we're going to film about 4 music videos, I think. So I just...
he didn't
holy
care
shit.
what we were doing next week.
Yeah, he just wanted to tell us his new
He just
band.
wanted to talk about what he was doing next week.
No, I fucking asked you guys 100 times. Not
No,
saying
but I do
anything.
want to know more
again,
about
GG15.
Yeah,
GG15
is the discount
I'm not doing
code.
shit
All
next
right.
week. I'm not actually doing anything.
Seriously though, that
doing
is really cool.
nothing.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing.
Wait, Alan, I actually want to know though, like, you're doing strictly bass over there?
Yeah,
for that?
I'm doing bass. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
4 music videos?
Yeah, I recorded 2 songs yesterday before I got wasted, and then recording 2 more tomorrow.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it like similar to her to her singles that we heard? That style music?
It is, but I'm gonna mix it better.
Oh, that's why you get an Alan, right?
I guess we'll
I said
see.
mix. See, that's what I told her. I'm telling you right now, we cannot release it like you released the last ones. Like, it's gotta be. 'Cause now I feel like people are gonna be like, Alan.
Alan,
What
not
the f- what
every
the-
song you ever hear can be mixed badly. There's got to be somebody that knows what they're doing.
Hey,
He's
listen,
like, I don't know.
listen. Have you heard some of those bands that they spend thousands of dollars? Like I was talking about with a guitarist from a band, and he has like another person like paying thousands, and like the mix is just utter garbage. And I'm just like, just have somebody else do it. I'm like, why would you have them do it? And it's crazy that people charge thousands of dollars, but they pay for the name. That's what it is. So, but there's one
Dude,
mix.
I paid thousands of dollars when I was in my band, and it was garbage, and I didn't even get the name with it, so I get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh
Well,
my
a lot of
God.
it has to do with the playing. Don't get me wrong. A lot of it has to do with the playing too. But
Oh yeah, that was the biggest problem. I was not good at playing it.
I remember the first band I mixed. Like this is a pretty funny story. So I didn't ever want to mix. I actually hated it. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to focus on playing. And every time I would go to another mix engineer, they would fuck it up every time. I was just like, I wasn't happy with it, and I just decided to learn. And it was horrible. It was all muddy. It was trash. And I had a band hit me up. They're like, because I did a new mix and the band, not my master, loved it so much. And they're just like, hey, man, do you record drums? And they didn't know it was fake drums. And I was like, yeah, I record drums. And went to Guitar Center and bought a bunch of fucking I still have it. I have the whole case of mics. I bought an SM57s. It was like the first band I ever mixed on my own. Fucking busted my ass trying to make. They were fucking horrible players. I should not be saying this right now, but they're really bad.
Should not be saying this right now.
No, they know. They know.
Joseki's hits different out of a spaghetti jar.
We made it sound good, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, they went with the guy that mixed the last Korn album because his name is what matters. So sometimes that hits it up, you know.
I think sometimes when it comes to that stuff too, it depends on like the guy that I remember the guy that we were doing. So we were playing thrash metal at the time, and the guy that was recording us was
you don't need mix thrash metal. You just put on a cassette player. Just kidding.
Hey, if cassettes were still around, we probably would have at that time, right? But this guy, he was huge into classic rock, and he mixed our album like it was a classic rock album, and that ended up being the biggest problem for me because it just you need to be able to differentiate between the genres. You can't just mix everything the same as one genre would be, right? Because like metal is going to be a lot louder in certain areas, a lot quieter in other areas, and I think it's important to find somebody that knows exactly what style of music you want it to sound like when you go in.
We had a really good example on live stream. I was calling Ryan out. I was trying to get him to pay attention, but he wasn't there. I was like, Ryan, do you hear the difference? I'm fucking with you, Ryan. I actually agree with Ryan. Like sometimes the mix doesn't ultimately matter because it is a creative process. It doesn't have to be an end-all be-all because sometimes the mix is creative where you design a new sound that you've never heard before. You know what I mean? Right. So I do understand it's your own... that. Yeah. Like, you know, it's very subjective when it comes to mixes because mixes is also another creative process in its own. So
I'll also say this, and I think we have kind of touched on it earlier, but like a lot of the older music that we listen to that we still love that's iconic now, like
I think I need drank like 5 times now, right? Something like
that. Way more than 5, but don't. But yeah, the mixing from some of the old classic rock and metal that we listen to, some of it's just garbage because they didn't have the technology yet, or they just hadn't figured it out exactly yet. And if you listen to like remasters, a lot of the time it's much better.
Can I mention one band though that stands the test of time mixing wise?
Rush.
Boston.
Hey, Boston does sound. I agree with that actually.
Is the 70s, bro. The 70s, and that mix is still fucking better than a lot of newer bands. Sometimes,
yeah, sometimes that happens. I think Steve
Ryan,
Miller Band.
What's that face
also?
For? What do you think?
You can't apply Boston's mixing to. It works for Boston.
But for the 70s, you hear how pristine the dual solos. You play the same.
I just think there's a difference between I don't like that mix and that mix is trash.
True. That's why it's creative. I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah,
there's definitely preference, right. Just like music. Yeah, there's preference. Just like music in general. But I will say that I agree with Alan on Boston's mix. I think that even listening to it today, it still sounds like it was recorded in the last 20 years.
Yeah. It's one of the best mixed albums I've ever heard in my life.
It's like G-strings versus
one thing, Jerry Cantrell's solo stuff. That's one album that listening to it and the mix actually grabbed my ear. Like this just sounds so fucking good, and it would just grab me a little bit differently than other bands. But you're talking about the bands we used to listen to and how they're mixed. That was the one that, like, yeah, that one his solo stick was really really good, and you could hear any part you want to listen to. You could just listen to it. But yeah.
You guys ever listen to any Steve Miller Band? Because I always, for whatever reason, that drew me in. The way that they mix their music, I always thought sounded very modern, even though it's not.
Sing a song.
Swing Town.
Yeah, sing a song, champ.
No. But The Joker is a great song.
Sing it. I want to hear you sing it.
Fly like an eagle.
Yeah.
To the sea. That's all you get.
That's actually an album that I was surprised I liked as much as I did when I listened to it. I was like high school, and I got the CD, and then I'm like, wow, this is actually cool. Got all the way through, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Dude,
all right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should hang up now.
All right. Come see.
We have to have something for the extended podcast, right? For the patrons. Oh, do we want to mention the channel memberships?
Yes. We'll release it after this.
Do we have them set up?
No.
We're going to be setting them up very, very soon, but we'll just give you guys like a little preliminary update. We're going to have channel memberships coming to the Gaijin Guys channel really soon, and it's going to come equipped with the very similar things that the Patreon has, extended podcasts, as well as, I believe, the reactions that we're going to do.
What are we doing this week?
This week for the reactions, it's going to be whatever wins that band-maid, Don't You Tell Me or Black Hole. We're going to have to put up a second poll to see who's going to win. Who's going to win that? Because it tied.
What are we supposed to do for this week?
Glim Spanky.
Am I caught up on mine? I don't even know.
I don't know if any of us are caught up, but we will get there, my friends. We will get
Need
there.
Champ to give us homework.
No, I need to do myself homework before I give you guys homework. I got to do my homework before you guys can copy off mine.
Guys, we're gonna get this down. We get a little bit worse every week.
No,
I mean,
hold up. No. Hold up. We were so organized that we completed it that early.
That's true. We were.
This
then we
isn't
had a bunch-
technically the
and then we
podcast
had a bunch
anymore.
of
This
fun.
is just
And then we
we're
had a
just
bunch of
hanging
fun.
out now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
One week there's gonna be like zero news, and we're literally just gonna have to bullshit for like an hour and a half. This is good practice for that.
Well, seriously,
I'll get
guys,
that one.
it would mean the world to us if you check out Nomsco. Teresa just posted the link in the chat. He's a friend of ours, Vicky. That's her husband. He has a brand company that's really cool. It's like Japanese food and stuff. He puts it on the shirts. It looks really cool. You guys seen me do TikToks and Instagram reels with him about that. And it's a really cool brand that he has. The shirts are super freaking comfortable. And that's what I use for Dicodec stuff. And it actually really helps us directly because then it makes us look legit. And then we can move on and do better content. And so we can get people to help us with the writing, help us with the new stuff and stuff like that. So we really appreciate it. And every single dollar we really do put back into this podcast to make sure that it's better for you guys. Like we did today. We kind of did it really fucking quick today, so I wasn't expecting that one. So I apologize.
You rock,
but-
Bowtech Metal fan. Just place an order.
Hey, awesome! Yeah, that was a good start.
And make sure
Thank
you
you.
make sure you put in GG15. And he's gonna be tracking all this stuff. He's gonna let me know how everything went and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to keep
Throwing a
him-
free G-string.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Don't hold me accountable for that.
Noodles. Yeah, they made in noodles.
Did Alan just disconnect?
Free G-string for Potter. Okay.
What
Anyways,
happened?
like,
I
comment,
think he
subscribe,
just was
share this
matching
video.
you with the G-string.
Guys, stay fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Stay thirsty.
Yeah,
stay moist.
stay moist.
Bye, Motley.
Wait, hold on. Moist. Now we can end it.
Primo.
Peace.
Oh God.